Good gluten. Yeah, that checks out. I'd like to say good morning, but I'd like to say a special fucking good morning to Jade Manson for no specific reason whatsoever. I love you. That's it. That's for no specific reason whatsoever. Jade, I welcome you and I love you. Good morning, everybody. I missed you and love you, and happy daytime. What a strange weekend it's been. Odd, enlightening, odd. It's a hype train, TwitchCon. I don't even know where to start. Well, here's the thing. Yeah, we've had a very eye-opening week. I laugh because there's nothing else to be done and I feel so awkward and life is just weird and, you know, weird shit happens all the time and what are you gonna do? And you just fucking roll with the punches, right? I almost lifted up my shirt to show you my tan lines just then. Forgot we're on the internet where I can't do that anymore. Weird. Whereas at TwitchCon, half the time I'm just like, sorry guys, my tits are falling out. Sorry guys, let me just shove my boobs back in. I kind of just forgot. Keep your channel, Katie. Keep your fucking channel, man. What? I missed you guys, first and foremost. Oh, Fatal. Dude, Twitch does it all the time. It's been a constant feature of Twitch for years now, where it will just unfollow you. I was unfollowed from Beth's channel just 2 weeks ago. Beth Freeman Art, the one that I stream with every single Tuesday. Yeah, I was unfollowed. Happens to all of us all the time. It's the best feature. It absolutely has been happening for years. I have people who have literal 9 years subs in my channel, but it says they've been following my channel for 6 months. None of it makes sense. It's been going on for years. It's quite the fucking feature. We do love it. It was so nice to see you, Barry. All cuntings. Guys, can I tell you that it was Barry, I think, was one of the very first people I ran into in the entire con, actually, which is funny. We were getting our badges, and I, as loud as I could, so loud that the man letting us into the partner party almost didn't let me into the partner party for language. I screamed cunt as loud as I fucking could in the middle of the convention hall where everyone's very quiet, just getting their fucking badges. Katie, cut multiple cunts. Multiple. That fucker didn't turn around till I said Barry. So, I don't know what the fuck that's about, Barry. But there was no cunts. No, the cunt didn't work. I know. Fucking, hold on. Vincent, thank you so much for thank you for resubbing to the class, keeping the classy alive and giving it some wings. I fucking appreciate you. Mishy with the resub. Thank you so much for resubbing to the class, keeping the classy wings. Keeping the classy wings, I've forgotten what to do. Mr. Boombody, one of the number one things I want to talk about today. Everybody needs to go to Boombody's Etsy. Or Boombody, can I have your information? We're going to talk about that in a second. Boombody ruined my life, but simultaneously enhanced it in quite a magical way, and we'll talk about that. It was the con. I don't even know where to start. I know I say this every fucking year and then I go back, but why are we going to TwitchCon? I don't know why. It's you guys. And I don't know what to do other than just I feel like every streamer is going to be like, hey, every year during TwitchCon, I'm going to go to this other place. And if you want to hang out with me, come to that place. I don't know what to do because the con is just over and over and over repeatedly not safe. Whether it's our CEO dropping a streamer on their head, someone breaking their neck in a foam pit, someone being made out with at a podium of a Twitch sanctioned meetup, and then Twitch going, oh man, that sucks. Maybe control your own community. Or it's the security to the convention center of the San Diego Convention Center not recognizing a pocket knife in the pocket of a community member of ours, and therefore that's just one of thousands of people who probably also had sharp objects on them walking around the con, who could have just Why are we still going? I got deathly ill. Deathly ill. Dude, my dudes, if you didn't see me the first 2 days of the con, it's because I was in my hotel puking every ounce of my body weight out of my body to the point where I actually ruptured my uvula. If you don't know what that is, popped it. Did you know you could pop that? Katie did. So much blood. So much blood. Can't even begin to tell you. So I'm so sorry if the first 2 days of the con were the only days you were there. I was sick as a fucking dog. So fucking sick. I don't know if it was anxiety or what. That was just a mess. But like, man, getting in, like after that, I just don't understand the dangly thing. Yeah, that's your uvula. Yeah. It was bad. VTubers had gifts from viewers at meet and greets thrown out by Twitch. Oh, 100%. Like, I know, like, just to use an example, not to point anyone out specifically, but Business, you guys know, long-term friend of the channel. I've known Business for like 10 fucking years. Business is a puppet. Business is literally an SENS. SNES. Did I say SENS? Sens? It's a SNES. He's a fucking SNES. He wasn't allowed into the partner party or the con because of the SNES in a hoodie. And yet people were allowed in with knives. Excuse me. I don't know about any guns with knives. He's a CNES. Like, that is what is appalling to me is there's people with like props that couldn't get into the fucking establishment. And I just don't know what's going on. I don't know. I know multiple people that had lighters taken from them. I was coming in with vapes, lighters, everything. They barely, I mean, literally, my little backpack, you guys know my little purse backpack. They did this, stuck a ruler in it, and were like, cool, you're good. Didn't open the front zipper, didn't open the zipper on the inside. No fucks were given at security, I don't think. I think it was fake fucks. They did let knives in every day. You are not wrong, Boobody. They let knives in every day. But they let physical knives in too, which was fucked up. It was weird. Oh, I heard about that this morning, Zoe, because I posted on Twitter, because thank fuck, it was a community member of ours who got in with the knife, and he was brave enough to be like, I just have to let all you know that I got in with a pocket knife. Like, he didn't do it on purpose, clearly. It's just his everyday knife he carries. He just so happened to have it in his pocket, and they didn't search him or anything, and I posted that on Twitter, because the Twitter is the shit. We're all posting about all this shit, right? I don't want Twitch to go down, but Twitch needs to be vehemently aware of what's going on in their convention, because I don't, as a partner of 10 years, I do not feel safe going to your conventions anymore. I never have, to be honest. Second TwitchCon ever, I had a stalker, and when I approached TwitchCon, like, hey, this person is following me and stalking me and waiting in my hotel lobby, waiting outside my hotel room, touching me at the con, they said, well, maybe it's about time you hire your own security. That was years ago. That was like 6-7 years ago. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed at all. But I heard about the Switch night, like literally the block. I didn't go to the block party. I didn't even buy tickets for it this year, but there was a vendor selling switchblades. The bag check was a fucking comical experience. It's like if they could physically see you had a prop, they were like, no. That was it. It wasn't like, what is your prop? Can I look at your prop? It was just, no. And then like everybody else just fucked off, I guess. Dude, Vinny, it's literally, like I was just telling chat, I was deathly ill the first 2 days. So if you didn't see me the first 2 days, I was in my hotel room just vomiting, laying by a pool, vomiting. It was just a lot of vomiting. And I never even saw the show floor because I couldn't make it to it because I was stopped so many times. I made it to Artist Alley, which again, we'll be talking about that. Should I just talk about it? Guys, we all know Boombody's a fucking artist, right? Does the chain links and the chain mail, and we have so much Boombody art in our house. Like we have the little dragon with the chain mail and everything like that, and all of these beautiful things, right? So we hung out. I mean, that was literally Boombody. I know you relate to this. Boombody was one of 2 people in the entirety of Artist Alley that I knew. Times they are a changin'. I stopped at a couple booths to which the booth runner would say, "Oh, I made my username on Twitch to be here." Which was weird. Like, sure, to each their own. Okay. But, guys, can we talk about that? I don't know. I feel like this is the best fidget toy I've ever had. It's kind of squishing now because I've been playing with it incessantly. Boombody makes these. They're Boombody. These are Boombody. period. I bought one for myself and I bought one for Zeke. And then Vissy went and bought one because she couldn't stop playing with ours. And I think someone, AO went and bought one. I'm just here to slut out a friend, really. But like, genuinely, my dudes, I haven't stopped playing with this. I don't know. I have a million fidget toys. You guys know I'm a big fan of fidget toys. This is one of the craziest, weirdest, most insanely pleasing sensations I've ever had in my life. I don't know what to say. And this is just the iodized aluminum or whatever. There was a stainless steel cube that I'm just not that wealthy for that was heaven to touch. Like heaven to touch. Literally. But here, Boom Body, I have an idea for you. This is a business idea. Just because I did this for all weekend, and this was my comfort. Yeah, if you could slit yourself out with a link and shit, Boom Body, you know me. I'm very into that. Thank you, my love. So what I did, this was Boom Body's adorable little thank you bags. Boom Body, I have an idea for you, because for people like me that are dumb anxious and need something like this all the time, here's the problem. I don't like things in my hands. Like, I need a pocket. I need somewhere, like I often do this, phone under the pit. I need my hands free all the time. I need my hands free, period. So something that just sits in my hand is gonna get lost really, really, really quickly. So this is what I did. I put this bitch in this bag. This was totally on accident, by the way, and was just carrying it around like this, doing this all fucking con. 48 hours straight, I did this. But I can't lose it now. Can you make a bag for it that sits on our wrist? Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's literally my own little ball sack. And I couldn't lose it. But I sat here and I just did this in the con all day. It was like my private little security blanket. I don't know if this is something, but man, I would have lost this if it wasn't for this tiny bag. Because I just set everything down. But because of this tiny bag, I can literally just accidentally kind of let go of it. Also, die, motherfucker. It's so satisfying to play with. Oh my God. It's my security sack, which security didn't give a fuck about. I mean, not the security gave a fuck about literally anything. But yeah, if there was like a bracelet version, I know, this is what I'm saying. Like, Boom Body's the artist. I'm going to say, oh, my sack broke. This is how much I played with it. My sack literally just broke. I'm not lying. I played with the living shit out of this weekend. Boom Body's the artist, and Boom Body will come up with something that makes sense. A chain attached to it that sticks to a ring, so I could just dangle it in my hand like this. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like if it had a chain attached to it and I could just do this back and forth in my hand or something. But that way I can never drop it, but my hand is still free. I don't know, dude. Please go buy these adorable little cubes from Boom Body and keep supporting this artist so we can have more of these, because this is just... it reminds me of, you remember when you were a kid and you would get, oh God, what is that shit? It's cornstarch. Is it cornstarch and water? Where like, when you pinch it, it gets firm kind of, but then when you stop, it's like, falls apart. Oobleck, yes! Oobleck. Do you have your cube? It's probably in your dot bag or in your bag or in your backpack. Your backpack. It's in your bag. Zach's trying to find his cube actively right now because I bought him one and we're clinically addicted. Boom Body, I mean, seriously, like it's an innovation in itself. It was just something I noticed, that little sack. This was my comfort, and I just did this. The whole con, everywhere I went, every bar I went, every fucking social interaction I had to have, your little sack was with me. And Vissy and Zach, like, it was funny. It was like a thing. Like, we'd walk around and be like, oh my God, you have one too? Boom Body, huh? Javi, what's up? I know, well, I don't know if I'd play with it here. The fact that it was just already dangling by my hand, so when I got anxious, it was just already there to play with. That's why I think I liked it on a bracelet. I didn't have to, like, pull it out, like, I'm obviously anxious. It was just already there, so people didn't even know. My hand was just dangling by my side, and suddenly I was like, oh, there she is. There's my little sack. Yay! And I'm playing with it right now, but you just wouldn't know. I know, it's gonna be the cult of Boom Body. I'm just, seriously, this was, like, the best. I'm so glad I went and visited Boom Body the first day I was in the con. Because this is just... These are great. You have to make more. Happens to me too sometimes. There's my little sack. didn't have to pull my sack out. Like, people didn't even know I was sacking. You know what I'm saying? Kinetic sand, similar to that feeling. I love it. Yeah. Con, what else? I don't know. I don't know what to, like, overall, the con, I know you guys have probably been on Twitter and you've probably been on Blue Sky and you've probably been on Instagram and whatever. I'm not posting too much about it because everybody else is and it just doesn't need to be said. That being said, and I know you guys know this, if you don't know this, this is an out of my, I'm so sorry I launched IRL. I'm so sorry I was a part of that program. Deeply regretful. Oh, man. That's the thing. Like, do you remember when we launched IRL? If you weren't here, if you didn't know, my channel's the reason IRL exists, and I'm so sorry. But IRL was launched because we talked to the CEO of Twitch, and we talked to people at Twitch, and we were like, hey, like, we just want to hang out with our community, but like maybe fold clothes. And I don't want to go do that on Instagram. Like, I don't want to be there. I just want to stay with my own community. And they were like, all right, do you want to launch IRL? To which we did, and I'm deeply apologetic. Though the thing that IRL has turned into is Kick. I feel like we launched IRL here and it morphed into Kick. The entire con, I don't have any idea how many fucking Kick streams I'm in. How many IRL streams in, how many times my face was monetized without my permission at this convention, not by Twitch, just by other human beings walking around with their cameras on. Like, the sheer amount of people I saw who had some sort of rig, so their phone was quite literally just propped in front of their face. That's their entire con. I said it out loud multiple times to my friends. I hope they're paid well because they look ridiculous and we all hate them. Like, make your bag because you're not making friends. Like, sure, I didn't make my bag. At least I made some friends along the way. You know what I mean? Like, I haven't shoved a fucking camera in someone's goddamn face yet. That shit is noxious. So noxious. You're wonderful, Bomani. It's wonderful. I mean, that's the thing. That's I think why we keep coming back to the con, even though it's like progressively less interesting, less safe, and less useful for literally any of us, is the people. I get to hug Smash. I actually got to see Smashly 3 times this year, which is incredible to actually get to see some of my friends 3 times in 1 year. But the physical, that's it. That's literally the only reason we go. Yeah, and that's, I think, and I know I'm not the only streamer at this point who's getting to the point where it's like, I think I'm just going to be making friend trips at this point. Like, I'm just going to be, or, you know, I'm going to the city. Does anybody want to hang out? Like, I just don't. I don't know. It's so hard. Like, I see so many people that are like, TwitchCon isn't good for any streamer. TwitchCon doesn't aid in any growth. TwitchCon doesn't do this. TwitchCon doesn't do that. And I vehemently, I know I say that word too much. I absolutely disagree. I've made some of the most, I only know Smashly because of TwitchCon. I only got to work on New World because of TwitchCon. I only got to work for Amazon because of TwitchCon. I only got to meet one of the #1 artists of Magic the Gathering, the card game, because of TwitchCon. I have made some of the most incredible business connections, but also personal connections of my life because of TwitchCon. I met Zach at TwitchCon. There's a million people, not a million, but there's a lot of people that I would never know. I would never know in person if it wasn't for TwitchCon. TwitchCon has done incredible things for me, financially and otherwise. Like, it's an incredible experience. It can be, but like, it's gotten to the point, I don't want to say it's gotten to the point where none of that is outweighing the negative. If one person got in with a pocket knife, how many knives were on that floor? How many nutcases from the internet want to put that knife against my throat and do something terrible? Not all of them, but any one of them. I'd take the bear. I can go back to I would love to do a Baltimore con. Dude, it would be affordable, people could get a hotel for $150 a night as opposed to $300, $400, $500 a night. People wouldn't have to pay for some fucking con ticket. We just go to Rofo and fucking have a blast. Like, there are so many places we could go that are just better, that we could actually do things at, that don't make me feel like I felt more safe walking the roads in the middle of the night of the Lamplight District than I did going into the con. And I just don't, the security is just not, it's not consistent, and it's not fucking there. It's not, I don't know what the fuck is going there. TwitchCon's the reason I met my girlfriend, see? It's beautiful. I mean, it is beautiful. It's the only reason I met half of you guys. But, like, the other part of it is just like, what the fuck is going on? I get on a train in Baltimore. Oh, my God, don't tempt me. You know that's my home. I would do it. I could easily come up with enough shit to do in a weekend in Baltimore. Are you kidding? Just in the area, my God. Bro, we're going to Taco John's. I fucking love Taco John's. Don't. I love Taco John's. Most of my friends didn't want to go to con this year. Because to be honest, like, there's no point to be inside the convention center anymore versus meet and greets outside. Seriously. Like, I go to my friends' panels to support them. Like, if you guys didn't know, General Andrews actually got to do a speed run at the con this year. That's the shit I want to see. Max got to do a panel this year. That's the shit I want to see. Business. Witten did another improv thing. Those are what I want to see, but half the time you can't get into them and you can't find them. And it's just like, if I have one panel a day I want to see, is that worth $100 and whatever a day to get into the con? I don't really know, though. I'll be in Baltimore next month. I'm so jealous. God damn you, all of you. God damn you. I'm so jealous. I love you, Bombati. Thank you for giving me. Thank you for allowing me to purchase one of the best things at the con, though. I love you. I hope everybody goes and buys one. I feel like I need to be like, I'm not part of Big Bombati. What the fuck is going on? You know what, Vissy? Dude. Someone in the channel had the funniest story about that. First off, Super Bappa, what the fuck? Thank you for gifting 20 subscriptions in the chat, you nut. My God. I think you dropped those. Out my asshole. Papa Sug, Sith Damien, Rad Little Razzie, Nazgul Rodeo, Opie, Infinite Axis, Fisherman, Hippie Smiles, Short Stack, Neo GP, Nimrinicus, Cuteness 11, Soul Redeemers, Wilf Poff, Chark Docklet, funny name, I like that. Good for Nothing Mail, McNasty Texas, Big Bear, Tricky Combo, and Ye Old Fart. I'm wearing my Texas shirt today. Thank you so much for being here to accept these wings upon your anus. Please go forth and be consensual in all the ways, and for God's sake, say thank you. Thank you, Super Bop. I missed you, and I appreciate you, you generous fuck. I'll never. It's from it's Little Darlin. It's honestly this really cute bar we went to when I was in Austin visiting Beth and Max, called the Little Darlin in Austin, Texas. And Viata told me this. It's a mock of, what is it? The cover of a Motley Crue because of the dots and the crotch. But like, I completely didn't realize that. And I just thought it was funny because it had a crotch on it. Like, I think I want to make merch. By the way, did anybody else realize and know that fucking Designed by Humans literally just disappeared and went under? So if you own any of my merch from Designed by Humans, that's a fucking collector's item. Don't lose it. I don't know what to do now. Crazy. But I kind of just want to make a shirt that's my crotch. ClassyKatie with 2 dots. Can I do that? Why not? Everybody else is doing it. Yeah. So the rumor is that the owner of Designed by Humans, who literally, he just used like Printful or whatever. He didn't even have his own print situation, which is why everything was so consistent, blah, blah, blah. But apparently he blamed it on tariffs, but just straight up didn't want to do it anymore. Like, he's like, oh yeah, it's all the tariffs. That's why I'm shutting down Designed by Humans. But really, he was just like, I made my bag. I'm good. I don't know, though. I don't know. Fourth wall, I'm going to write that down. I need to come out. I've been planning new merch and then that happened. No shit. Both DBH and Veiled Threads threw in the towel a couple months back. Crazy. That is fucking wild, Barry. I had no idea. Wait, Jack, which one? On the right or the left? And I didn't get to see you? I was literally hanging out with Boombody like... That was... I'm upset. It's fine. Hold on. Fourth wall. I had to write that down before I forget. I know the exact booth. I'm really sad now. Well, I was there. I was within reaching distance. Could have touched me. Why not sell the business? I have no idea. It's so weird. So weird. I don't know. I don't know where they're going to go, but they're not around anymore. No shit. Fourth wall's nice. I know one of the C-level people there because I do stuff with their API. That's honestly a Barry's sign of approval is a good sign of approval for me. I was literally within smelling distance, and I do wear perfume. You might have sniffed me. It's one of the weirdest things that I know streamers do is that the vast majority of us wear perfume for you. Just think about it for a second. I know Alk does. I know I'm not the only one. It's the weirdest thing we ever do. Across the board. Vissy, same. Yep. It's like aromatherapy for ourselves, but like... I saw some really cool fursuits. Oh my God. And of course, every time I see them, I stop and make a big deal out of it because I'm a child. I'm just like, oh my God, you look so cool. And they start making shit go off on it and like their tail wagged and like a fin did like a on their back. And I was like, ah, you're the coolest person at the con. They know it, but like, cheers. I don't know if I'll go back to TwitchCon again, Zoe. I just don't see why. Jade, oh my God, Jade, are we just all hardwired to cover up our pot smells? Is that what we're doing? Is it because we're stoners? I don't think Alk's a stoner. What up, Greg, my love? I hope you're doing well. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's people that smoke, and then there's us that we are drenched. Like, we probably just smell like pot. So I smell like Chanel Chance. It's the perfume I've been wearing literally since I was 15 years old, and I just have never found a perfume that smells as nice. I don't know. I wish I could, because I'm pretty sure Chanel's a bullshit company, and like I know Coco Chanel was like in with Nazis, and I'm half Jew. It's very confusing. I'd love to find a different perfume. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. So like, I was sick the first day, 2 days. I was sick the whole con, let's be honest. Like, the first night that I actually was able to go out and try to hang out with the mods, I was deeply nauseous. I did my best, but man, every time I tried to drink a beer, every time I took one sip, my stomach was just like, and I was like, but can I just say that my bitches showed up with fucking pot. I never got to go to a dispensary. I never went to a dispensary the entire trip. That's how sick I was the entire fucking con, which was so stupid. But when I was finally able to leave, Vissy and Viata show up with all the pot and the vapes and knives is there and business. And like, it's just, you know, it goes to show community. Beth and Elle did the same. Like literally they were messaging me like, you're in your hotel and sick. Can we bring you anything? Like people are just, it's incredible how caring and how wonderful and supportive everybody is. Like, me feeling sick, I put so much guilt on myself of like, it's my fault that I got sick. It's my fault that I'm not out the first days. And all I'm getting from everybody in my immediate circle is just like, are you fucking kidding? Please stay home and rest. Please stay home and rest. We'll see you when we see you. Please stay home. Please get the fuck better. But me doing it to myself, like, does anybody else do that to themselves? I hate it if you do. Like, you should stop. You should, don't be me. The self-imposed guilt is absolutely asinine, what I do to myself in that situation. And then out of it, like, not being sick, I was crazy. I had a fever. So, like, I'm sure that was part of it. But, like, getting better and looking back on the situation, I think to myself, like, who the fuck would do that to me? Who the fuck would be like, you're vomiting? That sucks. Can you come out anyways? I don't surround myself with those people. Like, I don't know where I even have that thought, but I have to blame it. Like, half of it was literally just being fucking sick. Everyone else deserves grace. We must suffer. Literally, that's what I do to myself, is like, but why? Not one person in my life did that to me. Not one person, and neither would they ever, but I do it to myself of like, not only did I feel horrifically sick the first, like, it wasn't even 2 days. Like, I landed at 4 p.m. the first day, Thursday, and then Friday I didn't go out, I don't think. It's kind of a blur because I was definitely fucking, I've puked so much. It was so fucking gross. Puking in hotel rooms is the worst because all I can think the whole time is the amount of stranger butts that have been on the porcelain seat that my face is just like buried in. I hate it beyond reason. The worst. Did you? He took my fidget toy.
Love you.
Have fun. It's very addicting. That little cube is very, very addicting. It's a cognitive distortion. That's exactly what it is, Senor. That's exactly what it is. It's a cognitive distortion of like, something in my past made me do that. We haven't unpacked yet. I think it's in his bag, and I told him not because I think it's probably in his bag. I'm doing all the laundry, so I'm going to have to dig it out. That was very sneaky fidget grabbing. He came in and grabbed that shit so fast. Corporate job, but we need you. Literally, I mean, I've had so many jobs, Pickles, before where I'd be like, I'm deathly ill and I can't come in, and they'd be like, are you sure? Would you want me as your employee if I wasn't sure? If I didn't know if I was sick or not? Why would you want me? Why would you want me employed? Like, yeah, pretty sure I'm sick. I'm puking nonstop. Like, what? I need hotels to have separate rooms for toilet and shower. Oh my God, Viata. Dude. Please, you know what's crazy? My bathroom didn't even have a separation between the sink. It was like a fake separation. Like, thank you. I told this to Viata and Vissy. One of my biggest pet peeves is I know it's a cheap out, but when it's forever now. Hotels assume that if you are two people staying together in the same room, whether there's two beds or not, you're completely okay with shitting, showering, and brushing your teeth next to each other simultaneously with no bathroom fan. No audible bathroom fan. I don't want to do any of that with the person I'm fucking or otherwise. I would and mine did like that. It was like the sink setup and then like a half wall and the toilet and the shower were on the other side of that. And then one giant sliding door that just opened to that entire situation. So there's no privacy whatsoever at all. And not to be completely graphic, but there was a certain point where Zach was sick too, but it was coming out the other end of him, which is why I think we had food poisoning or something, where literally I was projectile vomiting in the toilet and he was sitting there cold shaking in the doorway going, I have to shit. And I was like, oh God, oh my God, oh my God. So I like did to the sink and I'm just horfing into the sink at full speed while he is actively just like burnt hair shitting right next to my face. That's what these hotels have done to us. I can't tell you how much worse that makes everything happening. Everything is worse. Everything is worse. Everything's worse. I don't understand why this is a design flaw. Why? Why did you do this? I don't know. I think it's stupid. I think hotels are stupid. I think you're very stupid. I think you're very stupid if you think that's fun. No one wants to do this. I'm so sorry about that image. Just being real about my TwitchCon trip. Oh, we hate hotels. Honestly, my hotel was super nice apart from that. It's just this design thing that they do in almost every hotel ever across the world is if you have one room, even if there's 2 beds, which means probably 2 people who aren't fucking or in a romantic relationship are staying in that room, they always make an open floor plan to the bathroom where it's just like shower, toilet, sink, open. Like no separation. So like, what if I want to brush my teeth while someone's showering and shitting, doing their morning ablutions? I can't. Like it's one person gets the entirety of the water supply while the other one sits on the bed and waits. I think it's a really stupid design flaw in bathrooms and shit. Greg, you don't care until you have a weekend like this weekend. When your partner, it looks you in the eye and says, I love you. And you can hear it coming out of them and they can see it coming out of you. You mind. You would mind. Cheers. This weekend was so interesting. It was actually like that scene in Bridesmaids, but like I wasn't shitting in the sink. I was puking. But yeah, I won't go into the graphics because a lot of you are eating dinner and I don't want to do that to you. But man, the last day was pretty decent. Like Saturday night was the day I finally went out. Oh yeah, wait. Oh, I'm so mixed up. I was so fucked up this weekend. I'm really mixed up on the timeline of it because just fever and shit. But was it Friday night we went out? And because Saturday night was Zach's management dinner. That was bad. I was so sick. I looked so hot though. Oh my God. If you're on my Instagram and you saw pictures of me in that yellow dress, I was so fucking sick in those pictures. Oh my God. I think that might have been Friday night. I'm deeply trying to remember the timeline. I looked so hot. Oh my God, I have so many more pictures. Beth took a million pictures of me in that dress because she was hired to do the photography for the management party. Phoenix Down. That's Zach's management company. And so, you know, you want to go nicey nice with management company. You have to go to those things. You don't have to. Like, I actually know the CEO and she's one of my friends and she's an amazing person. But man, was I sick. And I look at those pictures, you cannot tell. I look great. Oh, that dress was great, but man, I was so sick. Oh my God. So like, I can't even explain, like fever sick, you know, where you're kind of in and out of the consciousness and you're just kind of like, that night, that was the night. That was probably the worst night was the yellow dress, which is crazy because I looked so good. I wasn't wearing any panties. It's literally been the worst week. Jade, we're making it better now. From this moment on, I feel things are going to be a massive improvement. As a child teen that was denied privacy as a punishment, I take my bathroom privacy extremely seriously since it's all I was allowed. Same. We've talked about this before, but same. My hotel was like that for NYCC, and I was in a room by myself, so that makes sense. Oh, that makes sense by yourself. Yeah. But like, I have been in a lot of relationships where I've lived with a person for years and I still don't want to take a shit in front of them. I've never wanted to take a dump in front of anybody. Ever. I've never quite understood the like, oh man, that comfort of shitting with the door open because I find comfort in that lock. I love me a shut door and I love a lock because like Viata said, I was not given privacy as a child. Therefore, in my adulthood, I cherish my privacy. Any chance I have to lock a door, I will. I love it. I love locking people out. It's great. I don't want that. I don't know. But no fault if you're cool shitting in front of your partner. Like, I'm not here to shade. I don't want to do that. And I think that should be an option to shit in front of your partner. It was couples. I mean, Zach and I went to Burning Man together, dude. That's couples therapy. Oh my God, no shit, that's so smart. They save money and space for each room and it will drive business travelers never to share a room. Wow. I'm not kidding you, my my hotel room was corner like this, and when I opened my curtains, the hotel room right here, if they opened their curtains, we just stared at each other sleeping. Our beds actually faced each other. So like if I laid on my back like this and just stared forward, I was looking directly into it. If I left my curtains open, I was just looking directly into another person's room. Oh yeah. Yeah, it was very fucking weird. And then like my windows to my hotel room, which was on the 6th floor, opened, which like a little bit of me was like, wee, you know, but we're fine, we're here. But it looked directly down into an open rooftop of the restaurant, and I could not stop thinking about spitting on people. I wanted to spit in that hole so bad, but I didn't because I'm an adult, and adults don't do that. But I wanted to so bad. Yeah, they literally opened. I know. What if I spit there? I can see their table in the steakhouse in the restaurant which I never got to go to because I was deathly ill. So upsetting. The entire time I was at TwitchCon, I think I ate 5 tater tots. I was going to say and. There wasn't an and. I think I ate 5 tater tots. And a mocha. I had McDonald's last night. I ate 2 cheeseburgers and a large fry in bed while watching Kung Fu Hustle. How do you recover after a terrible weekend? Because that's how I did it. I needed it so bad. And then I slept like the dead. I think I slept like 9.5 hours last night. Kung Pao and chicken soup. Fuck yes. I love that. It was perfect. Like I had myself a little bed picnic of my cheeseburgers and my fries, and I just sat there like and watched Kung Fu Hustle, which if you've never seen it, one of the most perfect movies. You know what's crazy, Vissy? I thought about this when I came home, but last TwitchCon, it was my right foot that I fucked up. I know we've mirrored each other's bodies a few times on a very unnatural level, but like, maybe don't eat anything until you arrive at your destination. Make some homemade sandwiches. Homemade is a good idea. We didn't have any food in the house. Otherwise, that probably would have been a good idea. What up, Draw? How are you, love? The Hubs met me there. Oh, my God. Yes. The Hubs met Viata at the airport with a vape, THC vape, a Mountain Dew, and pizza. That's wife material. Right the fuck there. I came home high, ate my pizza, and took a shower. That's the fucking shit right there. He deserves love. I mean, I'd love on him, but I won't because I know he doesn't want to be touched. But like from a distance, space loving is being tossed. That's a fucking keeper, right? I think I literally texted Viana. I was like, wife that man. I love it so much. Hubs picked me up with the pups. I love that. We had to ride in an Uber, but it was fine because then we went and got our pups, and Zach went and got the pups, and I hid under all of my blankets. And when they came home, they had to come and dig me out of the bed. And literally Lilith, I thought it would be Trick. Lilith pinned me down, like arms on my shoulders, and she licked my face so intensely. Like, you know, normally it's like, you know, like, I love you. It was like, how could you? Like, I thought she might be trying to lick my skin off. She was upset. Lilith was very deeply upset. She missed me so hard that, like, when I started scratching her and shit, and, like, I was like, oh, there's my girl. When she dug me out of the bed sheets, she started crying. Lilith's my quiet girl. Like, she barks, but she's not the emotional one. Trick's my emotional one. She was like doing these weird shaky cries. I know. So I guess she does love me. I make jokes about how she doesn't love me, but I guess she does because now she's here. She's with me forever. She just my baby. Have you guys seen those memes about tough girls? I hate how much I relate to them, but like if you have a tough girl in your life, you need to get that baby girl a snack and tuck her in and give her some kissy kisses because it's been a long day. Please. It's just cheers. It's just facts. I know, my poor baby. I gave her so many, and we had a lay-in this morning, which is why stream was a little bit late, but like, when I woke up, like her joy to see me in the morning, and she did it again, pinned me down, and was like licking all over my face, which she normally doesn't do, because she knows I don't really like that. The all over, the intense, just like, now I'm moist feeling. I was like, it's fine, I know I left you. And she's had it, like, I went to Austin twice, and then I had friends over, so that was stressful. We had, oh, by the way, so you guys remember how Link and my buddies Link and Kevin were here, lovers? Their Link is our captain for Burning Man. They got engaged over the weekend. So like, there's some good news for the world. We needed good news in the world. We need love in the world. Like, that's something we can actually celebrate. We need something positive. So that was one, I think it was Sunday or something. I get a picture of their hands together with rings, and Link's like, Kevin finally did it. And I was like, yes, love. Like, we needed that in our lives, so, like, fucking yay. Cheers to that. I need a new lighter. You're not doing well. Me this morning trying to be strong for too long and just bawling. Yes. Yep. The forehead kisses and the tuck in and a snack. And maybe, like, a movie, like... For me, Sound of Music. I feel, I had this conversation with Elle this weekend. I think it was the last night. I think it was Sunday night. I went over to her hotel to give her and Jen the last hugs before we left, because they were going up to Disneyland the next morning and I wasn't going to see them again. And I can't remember what I was doing, but I needed to take my phone out of its case. And this is what my phone looks like. You guys know, it's just black and it has my little gummy bear. But then I took it out of its case, and she was like, wow, Katie, you are the last person in the whole world of all people that I would assume would have a neon pink phone with bedazzled circle gems on her camera lens. And I was like, you know what, Elle, everybody's pink on the inside. But I think, like, it's a perfect, this is my exterior. It's hard. You could run it over with a car and it's fine. It'll laugh it off, like, throw it out the window of a sixth-floor storied building. It'll be fine. But inside, it's just glitter and pink and sadness. I'm a sad girl. I'm just a girl. Pride and Prejudice, absolutely. Pride and Prejudice, Sound of Music. I could name a few like that are just like my comfort zone. They're major comfort zone. I'd give you one of my lighters, but security stole them. I fucking hate that. That's so infuriating to me. Lena Marie, how are you, love? It'll be stolen, but it'll be fine. Yeah, but here's the thing, Greg. There was no consistency to what was being taken at the door, because I went in and out of the con multiple times with all of my vapes and all of my lighters. And multiple things. I don't even know. I didn't even pre-check my own bag. Neither did they. They just kind of peeked at it. Like, both times I went into the con, they were like, wow, I love your bag. Friday the 13th is easily one of the best slasher movies of all time. I'm like, yeah, it is. Jason is this shit. And they were like, yeah. That was, like, the most I got. So, like, I don't know. But I know people that couldn't get in with their props for their literal Twitch characters, like, into the partner party. Partners couldn't get into the partner party because there was no prop check for the partner party. Have you not seen my bag, VR? It's super cute. I don't even know if you can get it anymore. Actually, I don't think you can. I've bought it twice now. The exact same bag. Because there's no better mother than Jason's mother. Raise your hand if your mom murdered an entire camp of teenagers for you. Nadareem, how are you? I hope you're doing fucking great. Yes, Miri, someone in our community, not on purpose. Like, I feel like I deeply need to state that. This person did not bring a knife to the con on purpose. I'm sure a lot of us, myself included, have some sort of pocket knife or something we keep in our purse, in our bag, in our pocket. It's a set of scissors or something. It was just his everyday pocket knife. And they didn't, the metal detector did not go off and they did not even check it. They didn't check pockets or anything. and it did not go off for said knife. And he told us that this after the weekend. He was like, I actually got in with a knife one day, like completely by accident, realized it after the fact, but absolutely walked the entire con, went, hugged people, met people, went to meetups, everything. The whole shebang with a knife. So, like, how many other people were walking around with knives? I walked around with knives the whole con, but, like, do you know what I'm saying? It's confusing because knives is also Jason, and we just talked about Friday the 13th, which involves Jason, so now it's like a Jason for knives, but not knives. Knives. Sharp Objects, which is a really good series on HBO and an amazing series involving Amy Adams. If you've never seen Amy Adams, great actress. Life is cyclical. It's beautiful. Wrong kind of metal to set off those alarms, to set those alarms off, to be honest. That's fucked. Right, Dream? I have one in my purse all the time for crafting. Like, literally, it's for crafting. It's for grabbing a branch that I see in the wild that I need for one of my terrariums. It is for cutting yarn when I'm knitting. It is for cutting embroidery thread. It's for cutting upholstery thread. Y'all remember when I almost sliced my fingers off trying to rip upholstery thread with my hands? I carry a tiny knife for that. But I mean, honestly, I get rid of it for the things. I'm just a girl. I always have it in my pocket because I'm too weak to open anything. Our vaginas get in the way. It's just facts. Oh my God. How do you know what that is? Thine eyes do not deceive thee. 'Tis a sweating rock thine sees. Did we rhyme? Did we do it? Oh, it's been a long time since I spoke in some pentameter, but did we just do it together? This is one of my most prized possessions. He still sweats. I've been thinking about putting Kool-Aid in him so it looks like blood. Someone in chat said we should do that, and I was like, oh my God, it's genius. Yeah. I'm a collector. I'm a collector of vintage WWF merch. I have another one up there. Who else do I have? They hold each other usually. Can you tell me what one this is? They're dusty, please forgive. A cane? Oh, I love that so much. That's phenomenal. Are these not just relics of the past? I love them. This is like, I think this is older. But they don't... Hold up. I need a brighter light. Bright lines, big city, that's where we gotta go. Where the future's right. And something is pretty. I hug them, I squeeze them, hold them tight. Sleep all day, fuck all night. Says 1998. Jack's Pacific Inc. Titan Sports Inc. Made in China. It's got a dot in it like he had a platform, though. See the hole? Like he sat in. And then this guy, also made in China. We're all shocked and appalled. Jax and Titan Sports. But it also has dots. Like he had a platform at one point, though. It is. That's exactly what they are. That's literally... Oh, dude, shut the fuck up. That's exactly what they are. Can you smell what the Rock is cooking? Jabroni ass. Shut the fuck up. It doesn't matter what you think. You candy ass jabroni. I can't think of any more. We love... it's so, like... I'm just waiting for the moment that these mean something. Jackie, I'd never leave you like that. It is my childhood, same. Literally, my brother, Corey, used to take us out to the trampoline and perform wrestling moves on us and just, like, chant lines of The Rock. So I actually grew up thinking it didn't matter what I think because I am a candy-ass jabroni. Because every time I spoke out loud, my brother would go, "It doesn't matter what you think, candy-ass jabroni." So, I have some trauma. But yeah, that is the sweater. I really need to de-dust these. He still sweats too. Like, it actually works. You just pour it in his back and then you pump this little, and it oozes out from under his nipples. It's incredible. It's so rare that someone recognizes that shit though. It's a beautiful moment. I love a moment like that. And then this one, I think this is just one of the very first, because he's still got his glasses. This is like if you've seen The Rock circa the fanny pack. Sorry, my cord is under. Did it get stuck in my seat? There we go. The fanny packs era. Very, very close. Does he have abs in his vagina? Are those vaginal abs? What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? Who doesn't have vagina? And it's got his, like, his, signature, whatever on it. Classic. It's very dirty, though. We should clean you up. It looks like it was painted. It looks like someone tried to hand paint it or something. I don't know. There's something going on with the texture of the jacket that maybe, like, it looks like someone tried to hand paint it, but I don't know. These are older than me, or as old as me. I mean, I don't know. These are from a time past. I've aged myself. The jabs, if you will. Like UV wear, almost. Literally. It's almost like they tried to create some sort of, like, because see the light purple strikes in it? Like, I don't know, though. I can't remember if that's how it originally looked. I don't remember. Hold on, I'm clicking this one. Oh my God, yes, unicorn. Oh my God, yeah. Literally, the sideburns. Oh my God. Instead of a no-no bear, it's a no-no wrestler. It's like, it is. It's like got a metallic, almost like, I don't know. I don't know why though. See the strikes in it? I don't know if that's how it originally looked though. I bet I could Google image it. What up, Will? I hope you're doing well, honey bean. I'm gonna try to Google image it. 1 second. Stop that. I just had a missed call from a veterinary hospital. I don't know how I feel about that one. Hold up. Let's see. It literally zoomed in on just his vajabs. The Rock, Mavia Jack's Survivor Series 4 Blue. Oh my God, it does have a weird metallic look. Yeah, it totally does. It absolutely looks weird and discolored. I don't know how to say that. Oddly discolored. That's an old gif. Good Lord. Super Papa, thank you so much for gifting us up to Savage Joe Panda. Savage Joe Panda, use a belt wizard of the highest order. Please go forth and be consensual in all the ways, because nothing in this world is sexier than pure super consent, and I fucking appreciate you. Thank you. That's amazing. This says 1998, which checks out. That's what the foot said. That's what the foot said. Oh my God, the packaging. The packaging is phenomenal. It's got the people's eyebrow. Does he still do the eyebrow? Do you remember the... Man, what a time passed. It absolutely was strangely discolored, though. I don't know if that picks up on camera. It's got, like, it's odd. It was supposed to look like that. Weird. I'll wash you. The face is comical. I also have one of my most prized possessions. I don't know what wall she's on or where she's at right now, but I have Xena still in the package of a Hercules package, which is crazy. It was Xena before she had her own show, when she was literally just a character on Hercules, before they ever knew that she would be exponentially more popular and better. Where is that? It was on that. Hold on. Yeah. Oh, it's so sick. Hold on. Dude, check this out. Oh, there you go. Kevin Sorbo's a piece of shit. We can all say that, right? Kevin Sorbo, absolute piece of shit. Yeah, check this shit out. I'm not a massive collector. I only have things that brought me joy. That's all I have. I don't have like a shit ton of figures. Like I have the Jason on my wall. I'll show you that one too if you want to see it. My Friday the 13th. That's my only other one, but this is sacred to me because it's Hercules. But that's the original Xena model on the inside before we ever knew. And it has a price tag of $9.99 on it. Item number 41005, popular television series. Xena, warrior princess weaponry. And it's a shield. It's not even her weapons. It's a blade shield and a sword. She keeps the shield, but then she goes to the chakrams and a whip, right? That dude lost his fucking marbles. That's a really nice way of putting it, Kills. Yeah. Her own toy line is amazing, but this, oh, I just love it because it's in that. Like, what the fuck? Like, that threw me off. Zach got me this, actually. I think he found it. He went out with Scott. Scott, by the way, I think was just here and I saw your message and missed it. Zach told me you went and got your stuff. That's totally fine. I didn't even use that table down there. I was literally just moving stuff around one day because I'm ADD and needed something to do. I'm glad you were able to get a lot of your stuff out of there because it looked like precious memorabilia. Zach and Scott went to something. Like, I don't know if it was we have a huge comic book store memorabilia, like swap meet store here in Colorado. I don't know if that's what or in Denver, I should say. I don't know if that's when they went to. I don't remember where he found it, but he found it and was blown away because it went for like $12 or something. Like the people there did not know what they had. It was like, they had no idea what they were selling. So he got it at some ridiculously cheap price. And I was like, oh my God, you have no idea what you grabbed. This is like, I've never seen this before. And I have the Xena box set in my spare bedroom. Like it's as decoration in that room. That's how much I love Xena. Xena was like formative for me as a child. No one knew. It's amazing. It's got Echidna on the back, Hydra and Cerberus. Twist front of shield to extend blades from both sides. I'm never gonna open this. Why would you think I'm gonna open this? Instructions. Choking hazard, small parts. It says ages 5 and up right there, and then on the bottom it says for no one under the age of 3. What are you for? The tits on Xena. Incredible. Incredible. Choking hazard. Now I kind of want to open it. I'd kill for a Buffy. Like from the movie Buffy or from the show? Ooh, Viata got me so high. I got lost in her hotel, which is a hollow hotel where you can see every single room on every floor. That kind of sounds like actually a nightmare. Are you okay? He's originally of Norwegian stock, and we don't want him back. Yeah, we can toss him in the bin. Speaking of Norwegians, oh my God. Johnny Scar came to TwitchCon, got to see him. I got to see him 2 years ago at Vegas TwitchCon. He came this year. We got to hang out, which was fucking awesome. I fucking adore Johnny so much. He literally brought me at least 5 pounds of chocolate. Norwegian chocolate. Hold on. I have to show it to you because the story is so funny. Hold on. Johnny let me pick his beers when we went to dinner, and that brought me joy. He's a true beer lover like you, so that makes sense. Yes, I can see you bonding over that for sure. We got lost walking in a circle. It sounds like a nightmare. It sounds like a labyrinth of nightmare. Yeah, I hate that for you. We've known Kevin Sorbo as an asshole since at least the early 2000s, yes. Which is probably why he doesn't have cameo in the Raimi Spider-Man movies, yes. Oh yeah, he's been a fucking nut for a long fucking time. You know, it's literally, I learned that, I mean, here's the thing. For an American, it's not a trick because you have instructions on how to open your chocolate. It's incredible. Like us, we're just like ripping it open, and now there's no way to like preserve the wrapper on the chocolate, which is so fucking annoying. I'll show you what I mean. So like, this is one of them. I had to show you them because I sat around with Beth and Elle one night trying to say Melkus chocolade for hours. And I finally broke one pack in half and looked at it like that, and I was like, chocolate. Oh my God, chocolate. It's milk chocolate. It just says milk. It just says fucking milk. So, Melka chocolade. Did I do it? My American mouth makes everything sound bad, and I'm so sorry. Did I? That's what I get for having friends I have friends from Norway, and I have friends in Sweden and shit, and so I actually can hear them speak their language, and I don't have to be a fucking disrespectful person. But yeah, check this shit. So all this chocolate, they come with instructions on how to open it, which is wild. I don't know what this one is. Nodder and have salt. Nuts. Salted nuts. Oh my God, is it salted nuts? Live learning with Katie. We live learn together. I love live learning together. So it literally has like the little arrow and it says Apnis hair. Open here. And I have to tell you, I also know how to open your chocolate because of the movie Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. America. Figure it out. And now you've just got, like, you snap off your bar, and then check this. You just kind of, like, tuck that little bitch back into bed. America! Fucking what? Figure it out, you shitty fucking country! It's literally this is just a dumb American, like, you have no idea. We're still dealing with Hershey's chocolate, which for one thing is just wax. But when you get it, it's wrapped in tinfoil and then a piece of paper. And it's like bloomed, it's pre-bloomed, and it's absolutely shitty. I got this out of my freezer, so it looks kind of bloomed, but it is not bloomed. This looks like it's gonna taste so fucking good. You don't understand. We don't have this. It tastes like vomit to me too now. Ever since I went to, and I'm not saying this is the only place with good chocolate, but it was Switzerland? Belgium. Belgium's the first place I ever went where I had chocolate for the first. Belgium's the first time I ever tasted chocolate. That's how I say it. I was like 26, and I went to a Belgian chocolate to get some souvenirs to bring home for friends. I ate all of it before I left the country. All of it. Phenomenal. This is the sorry. Do we know what it is? It looks like hazelnut. I think it's hazelnut and like little, it's like airy and light. It's not like it's super dense and hard to chew. It is salty nuts. I knew it. Nuts and sea salt. It's really good. It is so fucking good. Stratos. Nata and have salt. Nestle Sublime from Peru, I have not. I will look for it though, because I fucking love chocolate. I still haven't tasted real chocolate. I meant to give you, I don't know if I could ship this to you. I meant to give you some of this. You should try to find some, because Jesus Christ. Honestly though, we should get to a country and you have it or something. Off to make my blood deal, dude. So just so you know, oh my God, I just accidentally closed my chat. Not that anybody cares. Johnny doesn't just bring me like hundreds of dollars of chocolate for no reason. So this is a strange phenomena in Norway. I've never been. I'd love to go. Your Doritos are sandpaper. This is what I've learned. In Norway, your Doritos taste like hell. They're gross. The way that Johnny describes them. And so historically, what Zach and I have done is we buy a shit ton of king-size gigantic bags of Doritos and we ship them to fucking Norway for Johnny. And it costs $350 to ship that box. But he's a good friend. We've been doing this for him for years because the way he talks about it, I fuck you not. An entire bag of Doritos in Norway is equivalent to one chip of the cheese dust in the US. That's the difference in those Doritos. It's stupid. It's silly. I completely understand wanting a good food. Yeah, I mean, it's probably better for you. That's probably why. We're probably dying due to cheese dust. I don't know. Oh, hold on. I opened it on the wrong monitor. 1 secundo. That monitor, it'll get the audio, and then we'll get schmacked. Mag, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Lena Marie. Lena Marie, use a boat wizard of the highest order. Please go forth and be consensual in all the ways, because nothing in this world is sexed and pure by consent. Side note, I did get a picture with Magnissimo. He is real. And he's so tall. It's probably chemicals. Like, we're like pickling ourselves. I have no idea. I will be posting all these pictures in like waves. I have so many. I'm so grateful. I was telling this to, I think I was telling it to Viana and Vissy. I was like, one of the best gifts that anybody can give me at these cons is just tagging me in photos or sending them to me, because I don't take any. I took none. I think I took 2. And one of them was a bug. I took a picture of a bug, I think. Yeah, I took a picture of a bug. You just forget. No creative, oh my God, did Zeke say no creative streamers allowed? Do I have to kill him? I was gonna bring him some of my chocolate. Is it death to Smoopy now? I'm letting it buffer. I might shock you in that I might mildly agree with something you might say. For various reasons. They're going to be removing the dyes from Doritos and Cheetos in the US. The dyes? I'm glad, as long as they don't remove the flavor. I want the flavor. Dude, right? I'm dying anyways. Like, give me that fucking nacho powder straight to the nose. Like, I'm fine with it. I've been recently on a Cheetos kick. Like, do you guys remember how good Cheetos are? Did you make a hype train happen? Thank you for a hype train. I appreciate you. Yeah, as long as they taste the same. I don't care what they look like. As long as they taste salty and cheesy, I'm fine. I'm fine. What if the flavor comes from like radium or something? It's probably not the worst thing I'm consuming on a daily basis. Probably. Although I can't even compare it that way because I have Cheetos or Doritos. I have chips like, oh my God, we love her. Super Baba, what the fuck? Holy dick shits. Thank you. Oh my God. Super Baba just gifted another 20 subs in the chat. I can't even scroll. Twitch is so borked. It's so fucking annoying. Thank you so much, you generous fuck. King BX, Rubigonal. I don't know. Ghost Princess, Andrew Play, Nick, H1981, Ayenia, Kuga00, Eternal Zebra Girl, Marnix, Zaka989, Supernova, 50AZ, a Unite Chi. I'm doing this. Vinny Vega, Mr. Jangles, Ferris Bueller's, Loxly, Hillcath, Justifer, M. Whiskey Zulu, and more than 80 year old butt wizards of the highest order. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways, because nothing in this world is sexted and pure sober consent. And I fucking appreciate you. Thank you for being here and or just accepting these wings. Go forth and use your emotes responsively. Does the Doritos dye cause the autism? Oh my God, don't give them ideas. You know, there's actually like this, there's a phenomenon happening right now where all of the like the first round of anti-vax kids are at the age where they're all getting diagnosed with autism. And it's like, don't say anything. Oh, because they're going, that was it. It was them butter Doritos. Oh, fuck, dude. It's going to be whatever they want it to be next. Like, goddamn. God damn it. God damn it. Fuck. We can't give them ideas. Let's see if I'm going to bring Zach chocolate. Or not. I do not want to knock. There's a little itty bitty part of me that is thriving in the failure of that fucking stream together thing because we told him. Universally, we told him it was a bad idea. And he did it anyways. Is the volume up? Yeah. Okay. I decided to grab a Monster. How's everyone doing? Hydrating? Holy fuck, Mag! Thank you for the 1, 2, 3, 4 biddies! You generous fuck, I appreciate you. Ma'am, it's not the Tylenol, it's the fact that your husband has a collection of model trains and can't touch microfiber cloths. Have you ever touched a microfiber cloth with dry hands? It's the fucking worst! No! Oh my God. That being said, that string of like TikTok, Instagram memes of people being like, my child isn't gonna have autism because he's vaccinated. He's gonna have autism because, and then it clips to her husband being like, and this is my collection of spoons. This is the one I use for macaroni and cheese because it is the right size and it is the right thickness and weight to counteract it with the tine of the spoon. This spoon is my cereal spoon because it is meant to hold the right amount of milk with the perfect ratio of cereal so you get a nice crunch but also that nice softness with it. This here is a spoon I haven't used yet, but I have high hopes. This here is my soup spoon. This is a spoon that does not transfer the heat to my fingies when left in a hot bowl. This right, you know.
Did you take my bag of pins?
Bag of pins?
Johnny Scar's pins.
No, they were in your backpack. Are they in one of these bags? I have the black Twitch bags. Look in all those. But I don't think so.
No, it's a giant bag.
I know.
It would be like
we put it in your bag.
To misplace.
It was like in the front pocket. That's a package from.
Maybe it's in the suitcases.
It might be. I haven't seen it yet because I haven't gone through your suitcase. I'm still doing laundry. We're still doing laundry.
Do you have your badge?
It's right there. It's in that box. Yeah, my pin's on it. Careful. There we go. Yep. Just take the badge. They don't care. You know, guys don't. Look, this was my badge this year. Did you guys hear about the wristbands? This is the one you ate, the one on top. It was very delicious. That's the wristband. Yeah. The RFID in it that legendarily didn't work at all for anybody ever. Vissy got a day for free. Strangers that didn't pay for the con got into the con. Thank you for the hype train. What is happening? Thank you for the level 4 hype train, you nutcases. Jesus fucking Christ. Thank you. I'm sorry I had to go abuse Zach for saying dirty things about creative streamers. Thank you. Wristbands. So literally, they gave us our badges, which Zach just took mine because I have all the pins on it and he wants to show, which is fine. And they gave us this, and that's our little, it says partner on it somewhere. Partner. Howdy, partner. And then like affiliate was yellow, and then there was another one that was exhibitor or whatever. But like 9 times out of 10, I heard these weren't working. You had to like put your wrist on a little pedestal that would go bleep, bleep, bleep. And it worked for me, did not work for half the people there. Vissy got a free day, but also a fucked up like attendance or something. Half the people that went didn't get their 10-year pin, which is in one of those bags that Zach just dumped out. Hold on. Because the attendance thing was just fucked up. It was weird. Like half of the people's attendance didn't come up. Zach and I both got our 10-year pins, which was cool. Because we're old and we've been here forever. That's the 10-year pin that you just like got with your attendance or whatever. Community, it was pale blue. Thank you. And I think there was another color. Exhibitors were green or something. I don't remember. But yeah, they gave us our badges and we were like, okay, so we don't have to wear badges. What are the badges for? And they were like, badges are basically just decorative. So no one had to wear a badge. No one had to wear a badge. No one had to wear an identifier, an identifying marker saying they were attendees of the con with their name on it. No one wore a badge with their name on it. So if I met you and don't acknowledge it, it's because you did. Who were you? Who the fuck are you? I had no fucking idea who anyone was unless I previously knew them or they announced to me or I knew their picture. No fucking idea. None. There was no security, Crispy. There was none. It sounds unorganized, Kozu. It sounded like a mess. It felt like a mess. I surround myself with some pretty dope people, so I didn't feel particularly unsafe until coming home and realizing how fucking unsafe it all was. Does that make sense? Right? You mean I can just wear a stupid wristband and walk around being a creep with no name? Sweet. Go assault streamers and shit and they'll have no idea who I am. No way to track me in any way, shape, or form other than the color of my bracelet. Sick. Awesome. Love that concept. I wore my badge. It was a great visual to quickly identify fellow TCON goers. 100%. Yes. I like the badge. That's every con has badges ever. What are they doing? With the meet and greets where everyone was pre-screened but not their +1. Yeah. Yeah. Loved that. My favorite part is this kind of bracelet. I hate it. They're the kind that have just this slider. So like every day this thing has gotten tighter and tighter and tighter on my fucking wrist. Tighter and tighter. And you can't get it off the other way at all. So I knew a lot of people that after one night sleeping in this thing, because you got it day one for all weekend, it would get so tight that they had to cut it off. But cutting it meant it wasn't valid anymore. So then they would have to go get another one reprinted. And then like Vissy got hers reprinted because hers didn't let her in on the right day. And they just reprinted the wrong one for her. It didn't ding. And they were like, go through anyways. You're fine. Like it's Vissy, but like how many people did they do that to who aren't Vissy, who are creepers? Who just were like, oh, my badge isn't working and I don't know why. And they were just like, whatever, I saw it work and let you in. I got a feeling, like my personal feeling from security is that they wanted to be my friend. And they didn't care if it was at the behest of everybody there. I never, ever, ever heard of the concept of a +1, ever. Twitch just never gave me a +1. I did not have a +1 anywhere. I don't know what that is. Someone walked up to me in Kamikaze at Target because our badges. See, yeah, we had people like in the airport and stuff. We wore Twitch shirts home and people would come up and be like, hey, how was your con? Sick, that's awesome. And then just, that was it. It was great. It's like, it's just a nice, like, that's where you are, what we're doing. Well, Vissy, you weren't wearing a purple bracelet. I have to cut all these off. Eventually. It's been a weekend, but it's good to be home. And I think I'll have some normalcy for like a little bit now, which I'm really happy about. It's been a while. It's been a while. Because, hey, Vissy, you want to split the cost of a 3-day ticket and be each other's +1? Dude, right? Security wasn't real security. I wonder if they even had one security meeting going over what they needed to do or watch for. No. Because there's no consistency. I know people that had like prop weapons that were allowed to go in with no check whatsoever. And then I know people like business whose literal prop is a Super Nintendo. That's a puppet. And he wasn't allowed into just the partner party, let alone the con. Like there was no consistency whatsoever. The metal detector, I don't know if that detected shit because I know someone who got in with a knife on accident. Like normal? What does that even mean, right? You had to get checked for going to meets as part of the meet and greet lines, but you were also allowed to take with you a friend in that line. Oh, so you couldn't just get in line. This is something weird they've done, but they've removed the casuality of just like getting in line to do a meet and greet. You have to pre-register to be in line for meet and greet, right? Look at her sleep face. How all the hair on one side just... Oh, God. I didn't touch all of the butts, but I consensually did as many as possible. And I offered mine in turn, of course. The metal detectors were not functional. I use a multi-tool for my AA booth, and I walk through the entrance every time with a Leatherman on my hip. Thank you, Jack. Do you mind if I take a screenshot of that and save that? Because I tweeted about our community member who basically almost the exact same thing. He, not a Leatherman, but basically just like very, very accidentally brought a knife to TwitchCon, as it's just like this tiny little pocket knife that he keeps in his pocket. You know, a lot of us do. We were just talking about this morning. A lot of us have that exact thing. I took a screenshot because it's crazy. That's crazy. I'll black out your name. Don't worry. That's insane, dude. I can't believe that. Greyhound has no metal detectors. Awesome. Was told about the force kiss the very next. Dude, you know what's crazy is the night before that force kiss, or I think it was the day that all that happened. That night, I think, was Zach's management's party. And someone at the party was like, I was like, how's your con going? And they're like, pretty good. You know, there hasn't been a scandal yet. And I was like, shut your mouth. You shut your fucking mouth. There's still time. And it already happened. So like, fuck. I know. I'm not saying it's their fault. I don't even remember who said it, but like, jinxed. Shut your fucking mouth. I feel weird when I have no pocket knife on me. Same. I use it for so many stupid things, like cutting thread and shit like that while I'm just like doing stuff. Yeah, I feel very weird, but I don't bring it with me when I travel and stuff because I'm scared I'm going to accidentally bring it somewhere and they'll confiscate it and I'll never get it back. And I kind of like my pocket knife. You know, it was entirely their fault. You never verbalize things like that. It was fucking, yeah. Yeah. Are you even American? We did, I don't know if Max told you this, LZT, but we went out to the deck and went to the, whatever they call it now, the spot where it happened. And just like, we all kind of tipped our hats to the corner. I think we were at the partner party or something. But we like walked past that like little alcove where we all sat last year. And did a little like, oh, that's where that man attacked LZT about being American or whatever. Oh yeah, that was horrid. That's a formative memory of just like, what the fuck. Jack, that's exactly what I blacked out my community member's name as well. No one needs to know who got in. That's just now 2 people in my very small corner of Twitch. In the grand scheme of things, there are like hundreds of thousands of users, right? We're a precious little corner and I love our corner of Twitch, but we're a very small corner of Twitch. And that's 2 people who are like, I casually got in and out of that con with a knife the whole weekend. And my buddy was not a vendor. Just it was his fucking pocket knife. How many other people? And now that that's out, like how many people will plan for that in the future? Because I guarantee I don't know how to say that. I guarantee there's more people out there who want to do more than just open mouth kiss some of the streamers inappropriately at their podium while they're doing a meet and greet. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, they're in Disneyland. I feel so naked without my pocket knife, and I gotta leave it behind a lot of places because it's expensive. Mine is too. My pocket knife was like a treat to myself. It's like made out of bone and stuff. I got it on Etsy. I think it's in my kitchen right now. It's not out here. But yeah, I have like a nice knife that I don't want taken away from me, so I don't ever travel with that shit because I'm the idiot that would accidentally bring it somewhere for no nefarious reasons. I just like, it's a tool I use. I've got scissors and a screwdriver bottle opener that is TSA approval for travel. I have little scissors that are TSA approved too, that are like part of a little kit to like a little sewing kit. They were selling pocket knives. They were selling switchblades, Lena. Do you know what a switchblade is? If you guys don't know what a switchblade is, you should look it up. I believe they're illegal. Like, I don't think switchblades are legal to have. A switchblade is a handle that you push a button and a blade shoots the fuck out of it. So you can hold it against someone and then it will puncture them. I think they're illegal. Depends on the state. Are they legal in California? Because a Twitch sanctioned vendor was selling them at the block party. Just like you could steal one. I saw the video. It was crazy. They were just like right there out for everyone to touch. Weren't behind glass. They weren't locked up. Nothing. Oh my God, yeah. I was tagged in this video multiple times on Twitter. If you guys are still on Twitter somewhere, make sure to check that out. It's pretty crazy. On my post about our community member who accidentally brought a knife in, someone posted that video in response. It's fucking wild. They're very illegal in Britain. There we go. Illegal in California from what I know. California seems up and up on that stuff. They're illegal unless you have a disability like an arm missing. That's not real, is it? Wait. That can't be an actual stipulation, can it? Can that? What? What? Can that, really, in some states, if you have an arm missing, you can carry a switchblade. Switchblades, so according to Jack, switchblades are illegal in California. The ones I saw were assisted opening, which is like a switchblade with extra steps. Interessante. Huh. Real talk. Can any of you name a reason why you would want to carry a switchblade other than harming a person? Can't say self-defense because that's harming a person if it's with a knife. I can't either. It's like handguns. Those are meant to kill people. They're not meant to hunt animals. Oh my God, get some fucking dinner. You nut. Get some fucking dinner. Does anyone have any experience with Eva foam out of curiosity? Does anyone have any experience with Eva foam, EVA foam? I don't. I'm saying it out. I'm just projecting that for anybody because we got a lot of crafters in here. Dude, Jade, you see that? Yeah. I know. I saw that this morning when we were streaming. I was like, okay. Okay. I didn't go to the block party. I didn't buy tickets to it this year because last year it was so fucking subpar. I'm really glad I didn't go to it this year. What do you mean my assault rifle isn't meant for defense? Oh, I'm in a 50s New York street gang where we sing, so I think I'm allowed a switchblade. Please do that. Ouch. Please do that. Yes, a couple people have experience with EVA yeet skis. I'm looking at making Tron Legacy cosplay, and I need to be told that EVA foam is a bitch. Otherwise, I will start with this shit. Is it a bitch? I have a comb switchblade too. I do not carry it with myself unless I feel I absolutely might have to stab somebody. They might kill me. Like walking through the streets of Baltimore during the riots. I was prepared. That was a very scary time. But also fully cognizant, it's more likely to be used on me than I am to use it on someone else. And it's just like, what a scary thing. What a scary, but I'm pretty positive they're fucking illegal. Oh my God, my dogs have surrounded my office chair and they're all asleep. Oh my God, you're their God. I can picture it all faced towards you. You're their God. You don't leave. I heard streaking, and not only did my brain go to West Side Story, but one episode of Hey Arnold, well, the guy's like, hey, yo, Maria, get over here. Switchblades and manual thumb stud knives open just as quick as switchblades, so really just rule of cool. I don't like that. I'd rather, I don't. One thing they don't tell you about cosplay, it's 80% sanding. It's a lot of sanding. It's a lot of sanding. I wanted to argue that, but my God, the amount of sandpaper I go through is kind of sick. By the way, I'm really keeping an eye open for these Joanne stores to open up within Michael's so we can start on Mothra cosplay. That's definitely going to happen at one point. It's just not yet. I didn't end up doing that pupper playdate. It's been rebooked. Oh my God, yes, do it. Do it. I think my dog is glad you're back. I'm sitting at my desk, so she's on a couch behind me. My dogs are glad. They're out. I think one's under me. Yep, one's under me and one's... You just can't see him because he is the knight. But he's there. Oh, yeah, I went through all the new coffee before I left. It was so fucking good. And I need to get to the P.O. box because Super Papa sent me coffee as well. But the holiday got in my way. Maybe what is today? I can do that tomorrow, probably. And movie night. I don't know if Knives will be here tonight, but if not, I'll do movie night because I'm here. So we will have movie night tonight. That just occurred to me as well. Here's a text from Federal on switchblades. Exceptions to this law are made for active duty members of the armed forces or persons with only one arm carrying a switchblade with a blade that is 3 inches or shorter in length. I didn't not believe you, but like, wow. Huh. Huh. It'd be fucked up like that. That is wild. Wild. Like, oh, you have a switchblade? Yeah, but also one arm. So, like. What? Job interview for a hotel front desk. I feel like with all the grievances raised about hotels, I'm betraying some of you. Not at all. We need hospitality in the world. No hotel is going to be perfect. I just wish they had a wall between the toilet and the rest of the bathroom. Made for active duty members. What, right? Like, do you just get a switchblade because you're special now? Also, cops are famous for confiscating knives and taking them home. Learning from a knife vendor at a gun show. Ew. Okay. No, again, super not shocked. Just like, it reminds me of a story, a time. Sorry, the song gets really, really repetitive at the end, and I have to move forward. God, it was when I lived in Baltimore. Actually, they created a task force of young black cops because the city has, and rightfully so, a massive distrust of the police after the riots and after they killed a lot of innocent people of color and et cetera, the cops suck. And so Baltimore's, like, one of their solutions, like 5 or 6, 7-ish years ago, was to create a police force that was all young people of color. And that would help the city feel safe, but also gain trust back in the police force. And what this task force did is they would go to someone's house, they would break into your house, they would open the safe that was allegedly full of drugs and guns and shit. They would take half of it and kind of do that. They would take half of it, close the safe up, turn on their body cams, open the safe up. We got you, blah, 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 blah. Arrest the people, and then sell it all back to the streets. Like, all the drugs and all the guns got redistributed via this task force. It was horrific. Like, cops are just bad. And it's so racist and crazy, and just what a fucking dystopian world to be like, well, maybe if we make a task force of just black cops, it'll be better. Like, what the fuck is going on? It's wild! Peach, thank you so much for subbing to the class. Keeping the class alive and giving an experience for 47 months. I fucking appreciate you. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways, because nothing in this world is sexier than pure stubborn consent. And I fucking thank you. I'm struggling to think what service of the armed forces uses switch knives as useful weapons. I hate it. It makes me very nervous. Do you need to go potty? Do you need to go outside, Bilbo? Like, what's going on? Oh, wow. That was some noise you made, bud. What's up? What's up, you hairy beasts? What's up? What's going on? Are you the sweetest baby that's ever been a baby in the whole world? Did you miss me? Yes. The sweetest puppers. The sweetest hairy little puppers. Oh, what a good itch. Get that ear. Oh. Is that a good itch, Bill? I missed you too. You're such a good snuggle buddy at night. You keep me warm. And Bub's got his spider now. I think we need a break. Do we need to go outside? Go, buddy. Oh, yeah. Let's do that. Grab your spider, bud. Get your spider. You got it? Good boy. You're adorable. Do you want to come say hi? Everyone probably missed you. They haven't seen you in a week. Come here. That's my good boy. Did you miss me too? You're a good snuggle too. They're so hairy and furry right now. But I'm trying to wait because we got snow. We've been pummeled. It's already getting cold. It froze last night. So it's warm. It's that weird weather where during the day it's really warm out because of the sun. But then when the night hits, it freezes every night. So I don't want to shave all their hair off because they'll get cold. It's my girl. You're just Did your dogs miss the fuck out of you, Vis? These guys all but attacked me with their tongues and their faces and their love last night. It was a bit much, but that's okay. Thank you for the nose boop, my sweet, sweet boy. You wanna go outside? Okay. Break time. Stretch your legs, take a break, loadable, do what you need to do. I had no plans for the today. I have no craft immediately going. I thought we could just play some Hades and hang out. It's just first day of normalcy back. I'm just excited to be home for a while. I love traveling. I love visiting friends, but man, we just had a rapid fire. I feel like whirlwind. A whirlwind. It's been a whirlwind and it ended so weirdly. It ended oddly. I don't like it. But it's going to get better. Everything's going to get better from this moment out. That's how I declare it. Stretch your legs, do what you need to do, loadable, get a beverage, play with your pood. Pee your pood and wash your hands, and I'll be right back in a few minutes. Probably. Who knows? Wow. That was loud. Welcome back. Good God. Yeah, it was, I literally went, oh, the mute monster. God damn you. It was a good one, though. You'll just have to believe me. Welcome back from break, everybody. My dogs are so hot. I can hear them breathing. Sorry, Bub just walked past me. I just hear the sun will go down soon. Don't worry. I know I burp all the time, right? Not that you would disbelieve me. Why do they have to make airport beers so expensive? Oh my God. Would you like to know what each drink I had cost this weekend, no matter where I went? If you wanted something that wasn't a beer, $19. $19. 19 for a vodka soda. $19. $19. A beer, 11. A fucking lager, 11. I don't give a fuck if your restaurant or bar fails. You're killing yourself with those. I fuck off. Fuck off. That's probably the reason why there wasn't a lot of bar traffic. And there wasn't I don't think there was any bar scandals because no one can afford to go to the bars. Who wants to? A $40 buzz? Weed was cheaper. That's insane. Fucking crazy. The Hard Rock, where everyone used to hang out, was borderline abandoned because it's unaffordable. It's $19. And I'm not talking big, tall, crazy drinks. I'm talking your run-of-the-mill vodka soda, your run-of-the-mill a shot of tequila with mixer, pre-made mixer. I saw it, $19. A margarita. That's it. Insane. Just unbelievable. I'm not even a drinker, but my God, that's obscene. It was just obscene prices. I don't know why anybody would ever drink anything out there at all. The food was cheaper, my dudes. My God. A full meal was cheaper than anything else out there. It was fucking crazy. I would grudge a beer. Oh my God. You know what we paid? Oh my God, where were we? It was one of the days I was feeling real fucking sick. I think it was like, I don't know. I felt sick every day, so it's so fucked up in my head. But it was one of the nights Zach went to the bar to get drinks and stuff, and I was like, I'll just have a Diet Coke. And when he brought it back, it was in like a glass, like a highball glass, like this big, full of ice. So it was like not a full can of Diet Coke. And he set it down and it had a straw in it, and he goes, fucking enjoy. And I was like, oh my God, please don't. You have to tell me what this cost. $9. $9 for a Diet Coca-Cola. Like, it's not cheaper to be sober. Fucking obscene, dude. Everywhere I went. But I only went out a couple times because I was mostly just fucking laid up. It was definitely not a full can of fucking Diet Coke at all. It was all ice. It was like 3 sips on the straw and the Coke was gone. Not refillable, mind you. Yeah, the land of the free, right? Right? Ooh. The fancy drinks at the Disneyland Star Wars Cantina were less than that 2 years ago. I believe that 100%. It was fucking dumb what it cost. It's just obscene what it costs to get buzzed. And I don't know why. Why does it cost that? I don't know. I don't know what's happened. Liquor's not more expensive. $19 buys a fifth. That's the thing. I mean, really, when you get down to brass tacks, it's kind of fucking crazy. Man came back feeling like he'd been bent over a barrel. I believe that. It is crazy. I mean, literally, he probably felt like dry fucked because that's insane. $9. I think a case of Diet Coke is cheaper than $9. I've homebrewed, and the thing with homebrewing is it's like the amount of time it takes to get your first beer, like your first harvest of beer. I don't know what the word is for that. And like, you just don't know if it's going to be good or not. And then if it's not good, you're just like stuck with that. And you have to wait another like 6 to 8 weeks for the next thing. It's like, there's so much time involved to perfect like an actual drinkable brew. In my experience, I dated a beer person. Your first brew. The first one tasted like yeasty fuck sack. It was like a fucking cockburger in my mouth, liquefied, not a good. And then you just like, you taste it, and so you make adjustments, but then you've got another however many weeks until you can taste your next one. It's kind of a process, man. And the room it takes to make a decent sized batch is psychotic. It is crazy. I mean, I'm sure for the hobbyists that have like land and a garage or something where they can do this, probably awesome. I lived with someone who did it in our apartment. Not awesome. Been there, done that. It's better if you can keg it, then you don't have to deal with bottles. The bottling was insane. Pete skis, are you gonna brew here? That'll be sick. See, I think it's like more of a hobby. It's kind of like sourdough bread. Like, it's a lot cheaper to make your own sourdough bread. Like, exponentially so. Pennies on the dollar. And yet y'all buy like garlic bread and shit like that. But like, how many of you are gonna go out there and start making a mother dough? I have to check mine. I'm really hoping it didn't die while I was gone. I'm kind of glad it got cold. Much better to pick berries and make wine. Yeah. Dude, making wine would be sick. An audio timetable? The phone. Pickling's just so much. I actually need to taste my pickles. It's about time, and I'm a little nervous to taste them. This playlist is so weird. I got my wife to brew some kombucha. She made some cinnamon apple flavors. It was delicious. I love that for you. Do you ever tickle the SCOBY and call it a pretty girl? Are you ever just like, that's my good girl? I read a story on Reddit about someone who fell in love with their SCOBY and had sex with it, and then forgot that it was like just like a family kombucha container, and their children drank it. And they were like, am I the asshole for falling in love with the SCOBY and making love to it? It was a dark time. Thank you, Kills. I haven't looked at them yet. They're on my shelves. And I honestly definitely meant to put them in my fridge before I left and totally forgot. And I'm just hoping this weird cold snap that's been going on made it so they didn't die. Because I have 2 that are pretty old at this point, and fuck if I killed him. I still gotta try making sourdough. It's honestly, Jeff, it's so fucking easy. Like, it's just you have to do something every day. That's the only problem. Is like, literally like one day you make like some wet dough and you put it in a jar and you put it in a cupboard or something. And the next day you cut it in half, throw half away, and add 60 grams of flour and a half a cup of water, a quarter cup water or something. Stir it up. Next day, cut it in half, throw it away, 60 grams of flour, quarter cup of water. Next day, cut it in half, throw it away. And you just do that. And that's the feeding. You're feeding it. It's just go forever. That's enough internet for me, right? The SCOBY, so do you know what kombucha is, Station? It's a big thing in the US amongst the hippies. It's like fermented tea that can get kind of alcoholic and fizzy because of the fermentation. But if you've ever seen like tea or something where that sediment settles at the bottom, it's a bacterial growth, is it not? Hold on, let's just look it up. What is the kombucha SCOBY? Bacteria and yeast. It's a symbiotic bacterial yeast jello form that forms at the bottom of a container of kombucha. And the kombucha is the shit, piss, and byproduct of said bacteria fermentation symbiotic relationship at the bottom of said jar. And that's what actually causes like the fermentation and the alcohol to produce and the fizziness. It's farts. It's bacteria farts. So like someone fell in love with the moldy clump at the bottom of their tea bottle, fucked it, and then put it back in the fridge. That's the Reddit story anyways. Not everybody with kombucha that I'm aware of. That's not a kombucha thing, right? They do look super fucking gross. And if you look at like the commercial SCOBYs, they're like as big as your living room. The SCOBY that lives in the tank that commercially produced kombucha comes from is as big as a kiddie pool. It's crazy. You can look up videos of them like dumping the SCOBY out to like clean the tanks and shit. It's fucking wild. It's fascinating. Stajan, I stopped asking why people fuck certain things a long, long time ago. It's the Mega SCOBY. They are so cool looking. They look like an inner tube of pink mold. You know, I think we would do better knowing less about each other sometimes. You know what? Probably. You might. It like this is gross. Have you ever left a cup of coffee or a cup of tea out for like a week? You forgot it somewhere. You set it on a bookshelf and just didn't see it for a week. And when you go to get it, it's got that on the top. That's a SCOBY, but it sinks to the bottom. That's a SCOBY. The thing that you like throw in the sink as fast as possible and hope no one sees your shame of that coffee cup you left on a fucking shelf for a week. I'm here to be real. I'll be gross so you can be like, yeah, I know. You don't have to say it, but we've all been there. It's fine. Twitch finally made an emote that captures my true essence. Oh. Sweaty and shaky? You know, when I consensually licked your skull noggin, it wasn't sweaty, but I could see it. I could see it. So drink that for gut health. Some people swear by it, man. I have an iron gut. I don't know, dude. I have one of the, like, I get sick once in a while, but, like, other than that, I can pretty much eat anything and I don't get tummy aches, so I haven't had to really think about that stuff. But fermented things have always been historically very good for you. SCOBY snacks. How could you? No, never. My cat will make sure it will be on the floor within 5 seconds after I leave it unattended. Oh, cats are the best, aren't they, Dumb Peel? One time I left a glass of milk out and got distracted enough that I didn't check on it until the next day and it went yogurt. Yep. We've all been there. It's happened. I end up sending it somewhere and then I just don't see it. I got an apple pie smoothie for lunch. Oh, that sounds so fall. It's almost nauseating. I want that. Apple pie should be the new pumpkin spice. You mean the one I have to fish out of the toilet because it didn't flush? Yep, that thing. That's a SCOBY. That's our shame. Been there, done that. Yep. I don't want to be healthy then. Do you also get to eat things that health inspectors would shut you down for? Am I the only gross one? I don't know. I probably eat some fucked up shit. Apple pie, cinnamon over pumpkin. 100%. Look at that brain cell doing its best. Apple cider, apple, like that cinnamon apple combination versus pumpkin spice, 5 billion times yes. I'm of the same. I don't really like kombucha. I've never really been into it. To each their own. I just eat pickles. Anything pickled, you're getting the same fermented bacterial kind of like, what are they called? It's the cultures. You're getting the same level of cultures, like drink some pickle juice. You can get the same thing and you don't have to like have a SCOBY. I love fall shit. I just feel like everything ended up pumpkin spice flavored and it's not my favorite thing in the world. I'd rather, like, I think there's simplicity in limiting our spices. Pumpkin spice in itself is literally just every fall spice known to man put together in one thing. It's like everything. Just, how about just some cinnamon and honey? That's fall to me. Cinnamon is really fall to me, or just a little nutmeg sprinkled on my coffee in the morning. But like all of it at once is just kind of nauseating and it's too much. I'm just not a big fan. Garlic kombucha? Why would you want to drink garlic, you nutbag? Oh my God, no. I wouldn't. Maple. Oh my God, Jeff. I honestly would take maple almost. I would think I might take it over apple. So my two favorite donuts in the world is a maple bar or an apple fritter. That's a really tough one. I fucking love maple though. It's just such a perfect subtle sweetness. That's so difficult. That's a hard call. Thank you. I do. Thank you, Genova. Those are my favorites. That's just the best. It's so hard to turn down either of those. And yes, I'll go for a maple bar with bacon. I am not opposed. I think that's very delicious. Oh, I don't know if I could choose though. Maple. Oh my God, Mag, can you imagine? If they like did a maple, like a drizzle on an apple fritter, would that be too much? Would that be too much, or would that be like, just enough? Speaking of just enough, my tattoo is looking so fucking good, my dudes. I slathered it in 100. I know 100 SPF doesn't exist. It's not real, but I bought it and I put it all over this tattoo and it's peely. Vissy actually gave me tattoo cream. I put on it this morning, so it's looking a lot better. But look at that shit. It looks so good. If you went to the con, you got to see it. All of the people got to see it. I'm trying to give you a good view of it, but I have a dog under me and I don't want to step on her. You're good, Bill. You don't have to move. I'm just standing up. It looks so good. My fucking sleeve is cutting my circulation off my arm, but I'm sorry, I'm just all up on my mic. Get out of here. Get out of here. The detail is so stunning. It's so nice. It's just beautiful. It, like, when I look at it this angle, I see something new about it every time I look at it, and I love it. It looks like a Black Widow is riding their zombie rabbit beast into battle. And I just love it. Every time I look at it, I have a new story in my head for it, and I'm just in love with everything about it. It's just gorgeous. She did such good detail, and it's done so well, but I slathered this fucker in sunscreen, and I wore hoodies the first 2 days of the con. Even though it was like 1,000,000 degrees out, I wore hoodies to protect my arm, because I know sun's not good for it. But the level of stippling detail, it's still very peely, and we finally reached itchy stage, so it's very annoying right now. I would take the pain over the itchy stage any fucking day, but the amount of stippling detail that's in these legs and stuff, I'll take better pictures of it, is just astounding. The face is so good. I love it. Itchy stage is the fuck. Last night when I laid down to go to bed, I was like, I just want to scratch off my skin so bad. I was gonna say, the hustle butter smells so fucking good. That's my favorite thing about it. is the smell, but it did take the itch away, which Aquaphor was not doing. I had been Aquaphoring and I had been cocoa. I just have a big old bucket of cocoa butter because I get ashy as fuck. And that wasn't, it was, I mean, it made it look nice, but it was not taking the itch away at all. Me, I do this. I don't want to do it because it's not itching right now. I don't want to irritate it, but I do like this. This is my itch for my arm when it's in this state of being. Where did you get the idea for the tattoo? It's like, so no shit. Most of my tattoos have no meaning whatsoever. I genuinely just get art on my body. This is like the most personal tattoo I've ever had in my entire life. And it's such a strange story. But like, long story short, my stuffy as a child was a white rabbit. My favorite thing in the world was Alice in Wonderland. My stuffy was a white rabbit. And the white rabbit had this pink, like, button as a belly button that you could like pop in and out. And it was like the original fidget toy for baby Katie. And it's just this form, it's crazy formative. And if you guys didn't know, I watched my dad like die as a kid. It was really, really fucking traumatizing. And this rabbit was something that like I would shove my face in and just like huff, and the smell of it reminded me of my dad. And my mom is not a sentimental person. And what she told me is one day she just decided I didn't need my rabbit anymore. And she took it and just threw it away. And it really fucked me up. Because she didn't tell me this until I was like an adult. As a kid, she made me think I lost it. Or like I misplaced it. Like, it's in the last place you looked. Have you gone to the last place you looked? So as a child, I grew up with like some fucking really weird trauma. Like, oh my fucking God, I misplaced the most important thing in my life. And it's my fault that it's gone. And it really fucked me up. So I've had a plan to get a white rabbit tattoo for a very long time. A very large portion of my life. To finally have the rabbit no one can take away from me. And part of it, the spiders crawling out is like what happened to my soul. The spiders and the funguses like growing out of the dismembered, like ripped open middle of the rabbit is like what happened to my soul. And so now I have my spiders riding my war rabbit into battle, and my mom can fuck herself. But no, it's fine. I'm fine now. This is so healing to me. Every time I look at my tattoo, I smile. I love it. It's like really healed something in my soul. I'm not angry. Like, this is so, I put my rabbit on myself that no one can take from me ever again. And I love it. And it's unintentionally, the bunny is running down my arm towards my clover for my Nana, which I love. So like the way that this is wrapping around my arm is as if it's going towards my clover for a snack. And I really like that. Bunnies are just my thing. Follow the white rabbit. Genuinely. Like the way I kind of described it to my tattoo artist was I want beautiful roadkill on my arm. Because like if you didn't know, my desk is covered in bunnies. I have decoupaged this shit to death, and I have bunnies. This is the first time in my life I haven't owned a bunny because I have dogs that want to kill them. But I have rabbits all over the place. They're kind of, I don't know why, they've always just kind of been my thing. Probably because my rabbit got stolen. I heard it's a rumor that Katie only gets tattoos from hot women. Isn't that weird? I do. Like, not on purpose, but all of my tattoo artists are so fucking pretty. It's kind of obscene, actually. It sounded like there was a gun to your head when you said you loved it. I love it. I really do. No, every single time I look in the mirror, I smile. I, like, genuinely smile and look at it, and I'm like, no one can take my bunny from me now. And like the stomach being ripped out, like, hold on, I'll show you if you didn't see that part of it. Like, it's not ripped out. I don't know how to say it. It kind of looks like the rabbit was run over. And there's like the exposed ribs and shit. That was representative of the button that I used to pop in and out. It's gone now, but it's better now. Look at that bunny. I love it. She did a very good job. She did exactly what I wanted. Just like this super highly detailed fucking pretty roadkill on my arm. My spider steed. And one thing I love is that she left the magic tendon. So I know I've told you guys about this before, but big nerd here. If you didn't know, Katie's a big nerd. an animal nerd and of human science, and one of my favorite animal facts is that rabbits actually breathe with a very special tendon that connects from their kneecap or their femur to their diaphragm. So every single time a rabbit, as is on my arm, fully extends its body, that tendon actually rakes their diaphragm down as hard as possible, allowing them to take double the size of a natural breath, allowing rabbits to have that fucking speed and that like burst movement. It's because of this very unique tendon. They're the only animal in the world to have it. And the tendon's in the ribs. Isn't that fucking cool? Yeah. You want to know another cool? This is a cool fact because I'll be posting the picture. But there was one time I was standing outside and a jewel beetle landed on me. If you don't know what a jewel beetle is, they're these giant emerald green like scarab beetles that fly around California. It was flying in front of me. And I literally said, land on me. And it fucking did, because I'm Snow White. I don't know, of bugs, I guess. It landed on me, and I think someone definitely took a picture of it. I'm going to find it. Someone took a picture of it of me. But I started going off about these beetles because they're so fucking fascinating. Did you know that they have a very unique organ under their wings that detects radiation levels in their environment? Yeah. Not only that, but did you know forest fires give off an asinine amount of fucking radiation, the heat levels? Therefore, massive migration of jewel beetles all at once is a number one signifier of a forest fire going on, and the DNR will go investigate if they see beetles moving. Beetles. This is a learning space. This is a learning space. Is that not one of the coolest things you've ever heard? Beetles can tell us. Thank you, nature, right? This is why we have to preserve nature. We cannot use nature and then abuse it in the way we do. Like, that's just obscene. It's so dope. I love shit like that. I once astounded my therapist by ordering a wasp out of the room. Hey, I'm not going to kill something if it's not coming for me. I would do the same. I'd be like, get the fuck out, please. Peace. I got shit to do. All I know is we saw a cockroach big enough for Vissy to... Oh, my God. So, at the management Zach's management party, Max is managed by the same people. So they were there, and Max gave me his video camera, like his vlogging camera. I'm so sorry, Max, if you're listening. He gave me his vlogging camera. And said, will you take some footage? So what did I do? Immediately left the party, went out onto the pier to smoke a blunt, and videotaped 2 cockroaches running around. I want to pretend they did something cool. They did not. They just... And I was like, whoa, there's one. And then they would like meet, and then they would scatter away from each other, and then they would go really far away from each other, and then they would meet again, and they would like feel each other, and then they would go, and I just followed them for like 10 minutes. So like, if Max doesn't include that, you know why. It was for sure recording the whole time. I did not feel good. I definitely, yeah. And it's an older camera, so it's like, it's very Blair Witchy in that like the camera's focusing in and out of my face constantly, focusing in and out on this cockroach. So it's like me, you can hear like the going on inside of it, and me like smoking a blunt, looking at myself with it, and then being like, oh, there goes the roach. And then I turn it around and I follow the roach again. Oh yeah, it's... He said he needed footage. That's all I got, man. I hope he leaves a second of the roach. At least the meeting of the roaches. Because I followed one roach for quite some time, and then it got to another roach, and they like, did the little like... And I was like, whoa. Like, 2 roaches meeting on a pier in San Diego was the most interesting thing that happened all night. Be Real fucking got way too real. As long as they're the fucking beetles from The Mummy. I don't know if those beetles are real. I know there's flesh-eating beetles, but they don't eat live flesh as far as I know. I don't know if that scarab's real. As far as I know, and I'm not kidding you, Nick, from what I know, a scarab is another name for a dung beetle. It's real. Correct me if I'm wrong, folks. Like scarabs, like Egyptian scarabs, like the scarab of all the jewelry, and everybody's like, wow, scarabs, is dung beetles. That is literally the origin of scarab. Crazy. We love shit. Cheers. Oh, I don't know if I probably voiced over a bit of it, and then it's probably me cackling. And then I think Beth literally like rolled up in her cart behind me, and you hear her cackling, and she's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Cheers." Let's go, disabled bitches. I am doing absolutely fuck all. Just making friends on the pier. They invented those scarabs from the movie? That's what I thought. So thank you. I was pretty sure there are beetles that people use to clean bones, clean skulls and stuff like that are flesh, but they eat dead flesh. I don't think there's anything that's like burrowing in skin. I mean, other than like botflies and shit. That we're all aware of that mess going on. I mean, seriously, so Eliza, this was the situation. So, I'm at it's Phoenix Down, which is the company that is Zach's management company. They're amazing. So I'm at their party. It's for Zach, right? So he's there mingling and jingling and hanging out with all the people, and I'm there for appearance's sake. I'm good friends with their CEO. Not represented by them, clearly. I've never had management, but their CEO is one of my good friends. So I'm there for two different reasons, but like, other than that, I don't know anybody. And really, I have no purpose to be there. Like, I'm not worth, networking with? So like, so when people are like, hey, go around and like film people you don't know and film the parts of the party that seem interesting to you, like me, I'm like, to the pier. But realistically, I feel Max should know better. The pier was beautiful. There was so much trash in the water. I'm sure it blows into the water. Let's avoid everyone immediately. Pods is an amazing human. She's great. We love Pods. Yeah, if you don't, Pods of War. She's one of I've known her for years. She's fucking crazy good. Crazy good people. Her and her lover, we love them. They're so fucking nice. But other than that, I have no reason to be at the party. So like, Pods needs to go. She needs to network with all the people she literally like hires for this management company and stuff. So most of the time I was there, I was like, I'm just gonna stay out of the way. Like, and I don't want anyone to think I'm important, spend their whole night talking to me, and then afterwards realize not only am I not represented by this company, but I'm nobody. Worst fears realized. So I just kind of like, give me a camera. Like, that was an excuse to go out. I think I started with the sunset though. I think I did like, look at the cockroach. I used to watch her stream. Yeah, she's great. She's the one who made me the blown glass cup that I have in my kitchen and stuff. She's amazing. I mean, you were nominated for Streamer of the Year and met Terry Crews. That was so long ago. How long ago was that? That was pre-COVID. I feel like that was just a different world. What year was that? 2019. That was 6 years ago. Wild. I Googled myself. But that's how I look at that. Look at, who is she? Who's that person? I don't know her. Weird. I know. Isn't it weird? It's just, that dress is stunning though. I think my mom has it. I put it somewhere, because I was moving around and stuff. I put it somewhere where I wouldn't be like, it's crazy. It's crazy. She's a crazy girl. Crazy girl. Got to be careful when you Google me. Don't Google me in a business setting. Just being mature here. Don't do that. Thank you. I did look stunning there, dude. I did my own makeup and hair. I walked a red carpet. That's a Getty image. Like, that's like my only claim to fame is I was nominated for, but it's our channel. This channel was nominated for Streamer of the Year or whatever, alongside Ninja, Pokimane. I just blanked on the other girl's name. Oh my God. You guys are going to say it. Oh my God, I just blanked on her name so hard. I love her. Oh, Sweet Anita. And then me. So we are and will continue to be, and I am proud to say this, super dark horse underdogs, and that's fine. What a cool moment in history for that. Very fucking cool. But like, you know, those are big fucking names. And I mean, Ninja won. That's clear. Like, can you imagine if I was like, and I won? Clearly. But very, very cool experience. I got to meet the guy from Hot Ones, Sean, which was very cool. Like, that was the only person that I kind of like idolized while I was there. I was like, I'd like to meet Sean Evans. Like, that'd be cool. And I did. I got the balls to walk up and be like, I love Hot Ones. Bye. He's very short. I feel so intimidating when I walk up to people I idolize because I am so fucking tall. I ran into Speth for like 2 seconds. Speaking of short people I ran into at the partner party, and then I never saw her again. Which was weird. Yep, Ninja didn't even show up. Nope. Sweet Anita couldn't show up. She was not allowed on the plane because she had to wear protective gear due to her Tourette's, and they said that she was a danger to society, so she wasn't even allowed to get on a plane to get there. And I think Pokimane went. I didn't sit with her. They sat me next to Terry Crews. Y'all remember. Terrifying. One of my very few claims to fame, like sat like pokeable distance from Terry Crews. Very weird. The most broad human I've ever been around in my entire life. Like, he's so broad. Broad is the only word to come to that. Because what? Broad. Crazy. Ash, I got pictures with Ash. I actually got to spend like 15 minutes with Ash at the Hard Rock. I had a $19 drink. It was a horrible time. I could not enjoy it because I was just like, $19? That's the kindness of 4 strangers choosing to subscribe to my channel for 1 month. That's how much a drink cost at the Hard Rock. 4 people being like, yeah, Katie's worth $5. Oh my God. I'm sorry. That's literally how I quantify things. But like, I'm sorry. What? Holy dick shits. It's insane. She is super, super small. And I think she went there as a last minute thing either. So I think she only went for 1 day or something. I don't even know if she went to the con. Yeah, I got to see Ash. I got to see Faustus. I saw Gassy, I saw Beth, I saw Elle, I got to see Jen. I actually got to watch Jen do his speed run on stage. I watched it from my phone because I was sick, and I, at that point, didn't know if it was like food poisoning or like contagious, I'm gonna die, so I was like, I'm not gonna sit in public arenas yet. That was really fucking cool. A lot of people grabbed me and took a picture and were not wearing badges and did not say who they were, so like, thanks. A lot of people literally would be like, oh my God, one of my favorite streamers, and grab me, take a picture, and then run off. And I was like, who the? So like, if that was you, sick. Thanks. Thanks. I think. I have so many pics to post. I do. I have so many pictures to post. I just haven't had, like, I try not to post them like I'm always afraid that, why are we still on the screen? I'm always afraid because just look at her. Who is she? I'm afraid that Twitter is going to ban, or Blue Sky is going to like think I'm a bot or fuck my algorithm if I post too much too rapidly. Like, it's gonna hide half of what I post from you guys. Yeah, I know that exact scene, Nick. I don't want to see that. It is so fucked up. It's very odd, Hurts. And I literally, every single year before TwitchCon, I say out loud, like, please announce who you are, even if you're wearing a badge. And if you don't, I'm going to grab your badge and I'm going to flip it towards myself. I want, ma'am, lay down. That burp. Oh my good Lord. I just want to know who people are so I can remember you. That's it. I want to say I got to meet Magnissimo. I did. I already knew what Magnissimo looked like because we've known each other for so many fucking years now. I don't know how he wouldn't have shared a picture, but like I've seen him in pictures and stuff, so I knew. Miss Ma'am, can you lay down? Lay down. Down. Lay down. This is business time. I'm sorry. I know. I love you. I'm not memorable at all. I find that a lot of horse schnaggle bullshit. I find that bullshit for both all y'all. I think a lot of us, it's hard not to be memorable because a lot of us are either of abnormal size, one way or the other, you short bitches, and or we look like the rainbow threw up on us. I get, like, TwitchCon, like, every time there's a con, I get so many compliments on my hair. And everywhere I go, someone's usually like, oh, we love the TwitchCon people. You all have the most pretty hair. You have the most fun hair of any con that comes to this convention. You guys look so much fun. Like, when I was walking around my pool, there was this nice older lady in the hot tub who, like, just said it's so odd when people just compliment you out of nowhere. I still, like, have nothing. I don't ever know how to react. But she was like, I just have to let you know your tattoos are so beautiful and your hair. Like, you just look so beautiful. And I was like, thank you. I love my tattoos too. I decorate myself like a Christmas tree. I appreciate you. Like, she was so nice and just went on. She was like, yeah, my daughter got a tattoo recently and I really like it, but she tried to hide it from me and I don't know why. And we just sat and bullshitted for a while and it all started because I was covered in tattoos. It's still interesting to find someone covered in tattoos, which is I forget that because almost all my friends are covered in tattoos. I say almost. I know there's a lot of you nude out there, but most of us have some inks. Most of us have been inked, or we look like rainbow throw up. Most of us. I am the night. What do you mean? That people compliment your hair. I had someone. Okay, so this is the only time it's appropriate. I was catcalled by a beautiful woman. Is that sexist? A beautiful woman with long flowing blue locks hung out of her large suburban vehicle and said, I love your hair, when I was crossing a crosswalk. And I was like, I love your hair. It's different than someone being like, hey, bitch, dead ass is fat. Yeah? Am I allowed to enjoy one over the other? Or do we have to just strike all the catcalling? Oh my God, Kills, do you have no tattoos? Okay, so I was saying this last week, but genuinely, just because we're on the topic, I'm not like part of Big Tattoo, but this is something I've learned in tattooing, just getting tattooed with people of various ages. The older we get and the thinner our skin gets, the more painful it is. It's horrifically painful. Like, it's so much more painful than it should be. So if you've ever considered it, or you really want to do it and you've just been waiting, the younger the better. Do it when your skin's fatty. Do it when your skin's got that nice thick layer of fat in it. Because, like, watching my mom get this tattoo, it was horrible. It bled excessively. Her skin tears now. Because she was in her 60s when she got it. Her skin tore and stuff. Whereas, I don't exaggerate, I could have taken a nap. I actually could have, like, I think I kind of, like, a few times. And it was only, like, 15, 20 minutes. But watching my mom get it done in the exact same way, exact same thing, it was bad. It was worse. So, like, for anyone, I'm not saying any of you have ever thought about it, but if you have, do it while you're younger. It absolutely hurts less. The healing time is better. Just do it. That's not a cat call. That's different. That's a compliment. All right. I thought so, but I don't want to be like, it did feel a little sexist because I was like, it was a really pretty girl. But like, aw, you guys made me ink. I wonder if that's what they meant. It absolutely hurts more the older you get. Is there anyone in chat who is older who has gotten tattoos and gotten when they were younger? They hurt worse. And it's just because you lose, it's why we can start seeing through our arms and our hands. The older we get, we start getting what my friends lovingly call my old lady hands, because you can start to see the veins popping out. Our skin gets more and more translucent. That fat collagen layer is disappearing, and that is literally what's buffering the nerve pain. So, not that I probably won't be covered from head to toe, probably, by the time I'm old, but I'm probably going to get a lot more rapidly. Like, I would like to. Like, there's a few that, like, my bunny, that was one thing. I've wanted my bunny my whole life. That is something clearly by my desk and shit. I love bunnies. I've needed my bunny for a long time. But there are some other tattoos that, like, actually mean something to me that I've just put off because I'm like, whatever, I can get that done at any time. I think I'm going to get them done when I'm nice and fatty. I think that's what I'm going to do. It gave me an idea for a birthday gift to myself, too, yeah. Are they hurting worse hurts? Seriously. I'm genuinely curious, because for my mom, it was bad. And my mom's kind of a badass when it comes to pain. She doesn't really say she's in pain if she is. As long as it's positive and not to mean you're put down, amen. I mean, that's about anything, though, right? Catcalling is at least part negging, usually. Yes. Have you seen some of the IRL clips coming out of TwitchCon from, like, kick streamers and stuff? I don't know. Ugh. I hate them. That's it. So many of them are just the worst examples of humanity. They just make me sad. Every time I think about it, I go, that could be shoes or clothes or whatever else for my kids. Not that we struggle at all, just the thought of that goes through my head as a previous pour. No, 100%. Yep. I've learned that, like, I think it's kind of cool. Everybody just naturally prioritizes money where they naturally will prioritize money. Like, people that have kids, I think just you've acknowledged in life, like, that's where your money's going to be prioritized. Now, I know I'm going to say this, but, like, don't forget to treat yourselves, because as a kid of parents who didn't treat themselves, I now don't know how to treat myself without feeling bad. I don't know how to care for myself without feeling bad, because my parents never cared for themselves. They martyred themselves for us. And so my thought is, my parents martyred themselves for us. I shouldn't enjoy anything. I have to martyr myself for someone else now. Don't do that. Your kids have to see you enjoy yourself, and your kids need to see you enjoy the fruits of your labor. Otherwise, they won't know how to do it when they're older. Just saying that. I mean nothing, and I'm just some bitch in the planet, but, like, don't forget that, parents. Please, for God's sakes. Like, my intimacy issues, because I lived in a dysfunctional alcoholic household, are pervasive. Like, there's so many things that you just imitated from a childhood that you don't even realize you're doing, and part of it is learning how to love yourself and care for yourself. And if your parents it's just martyrdom, like, we do everything for the kids, we got to do everything for the kids, and your kids hear that, and then they see that, they're seeing that, they're hearing that, they're absorbing that, then they grow up and they have no idea how to fucking treat themselves. And so they just sit around with a horrible neck and / shoulder injury, cry themselves to sleep nightly, take a whole lot of Advil instead of just, like, maybe a massage. Maybe a massage might do it. Maybe one therapeutic massage on my back might do it. But, like, do I deserve that? What have I done to deserve that? What have I done to deserve that? I slept in. I did nothing to deserve that. Isn't that fucked? Don't forget. Are you in my walls? You smell better awake. Dude, I wish I would have had tech with my parents. I mean, the fact that your kids and you are interested in similar stuff and playing tech and playing video games and stuff together, Kills, I think is so fucking cool. Because it was one of those things that, like, you couldn't get caught playing video games. It wasn't against the rules, but if you were playing video games and they caught you, it meant you had free time to do something. And, like, something vindictive in my parents' mind meant make them stop playing video games. So they would, like, make up a chore to interrupt whatever the fuck I was doing. Because it just didn't have value to them. So therefore didn't have value. Currently doesn't have value. And that shit sucks. I think it's so cool. There's so many of you out there that, like, not only invest in your kids' interests, but, like, invite them into your interests. Like, as a kid, like, my mom baked and cooked, but I was not invited in the kitchen. My dad loved dismantling old cars and putting them back together and stuff. We were not allowed in the shop. That was locked because like we would steal something or my friends might steal something. And if I was around, I was just like in the way. Get out of the way. As long as you're out of my way, you can be here. That was basically like, you know what I mean? It's really fucked up, but we're getting better. So I got my bunny. Everybody should get their bunny. That's symbolic, but you know what I'm saying? Get your joy tattoo. I had to teach my wife video games and kids were okay. I love that. I love that so much, though. The respiratory goddess, is it normal to cough in the morning after waking up? Is that just your lungs booting up as you get older? Am I getting old? Yes. Also, I have noticed, and I mean, I know I'm a hater of Colorado, so I do come off biased, but every time I travel somewhere else, like San Diego, I did not spend the first 30 minutes to an hour of my day coughing up mucus. And literally this morning, just fucking loogie after snot bubble immediately in the morning. I think it's the lower oxygen and it's the dry air. The air here is insane. It is so fucking dry. It literally sucks. I woke up like 4 times last night to guzzle water out of my water bottle. I don't do that one time when I'm anywhere else in the world. In San Diego just now, I did not have to sleep with a giant water bottle next to my bed like a baby because I knew I like the first night I did and did not wake up once to drink water. It's this place. It's very dry and it makes us so fucking mucusy, myself included. I have 4 humidifiers in my house. And I have tropical animals that need daily watering. So there's just like a level of kind of nauseating humidity in my house already. But like the nauseating humidity to keep everything alive and to keep me functioning is still drier than almost anywhere else. I think it's also the altitude. There's got to be something because there's definitely a correlation. I have a humidifier in almost every single one of my rooms of my house. It's crazy. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 jungle creatures that live with me that need constant water. They literally create like a kind of like a pet store vibe. Minus the smell, because I'm obsessive and I clean everything really constantly so nothing smells. Nauseating humidity, is that Zeke's nickname? It's the nickname of one of his balls. I'll let you guess the other one. Picture me as a 2-year-old standing at my grandfather's workbench holding a saw that's as tall as I am. I wasn't allowed to touch chisel till I was 3. You know what picture I have that I really treasure? It's a picture of me directly after my baptism, and I'm plopped on a bar stool where my dad left me so he could get a shot. Me, like, in my long white dress, wobbling back and forth on a stool, and my mom was like, quick, get a picture before she breaks her neck. I love it so much. It's one of my favorites. I think it should be a postcard. Everybody needs water and moisture. Everybody needs it all the time. And the colder it gets, the drier it gets. Saturday morning, I woke up with coughing, thinking I was getting sick, but I realized it was because Viata made me smoke weed. Weed does it. Weed absolutely does it. Oh, yeah. I can't believe it's 10 days till Halloween, my dudes. 10 days. Halloween is 10 days away. Halloween is 10 days away. Halloween is 10 days away. Halloween. I do not have a Halloween costume. I do not have a plan. Joann's is closed. What do I do? I don't have decorations yet. I haven't had time. It is Fall Day in 2 days. That's insane. What is happening? Just cover yourself in blood? I mean, I could. Is that a costume? Is that Carrie? I could be Carrie. I have like a cute white dress. As Harry and Marv. Oh, I love that. I love that so much. I proposed a costume to Zach, but he said it was kind of inappropriate. I said we should be Mia Wallace and John Travolta's character from Pulp Fiction, but Mia Wallace after the overdose. He said no. So I said, yeah, okay, you're right, I guess. Fine. But I have to tell you guys, because it's clever, right? Like, if it wasn't totally horrible for people that actually experience things like that, like, we shouldn't make entertainment out of an overdose. I acknowledge that. I just love that movie. Zeke is right. Glamorizing drug use and overdose is not That's not what we're about. It's not? Cheers. I have a room full of costumes. I do, but I've used most of them. Like, especially for Twitch, like on stream, I try to come up with a game-related costume or something. I've been doing the Little Sister all month because we're playing BioShock, which obviously goes on past the month. I try to do something recognizable. Like, I'm just really bad at coming up with ideas. I have stuff, though. Like, I have a Sailor Jupiter? No. I have a Sailor Pluto bikini. We're stretching it. Yes, the skirt for the Sally outfit. I need to put the grommets in it and double line it. I don't need to double line it. I would like to, but I need to grommet the edges. That's it. And then we're going to make the wig. That's going to be our next craft. I just didn't have time to get any of the stuff to do that today. But that's going to be the next, like, crafty day is working on the wig and stuff, which is, I think what I'm going to do is literally, like, get a skull cap, and I'm going to sew orange yarn into it. Just, like, big, bulky fucking orange yarn, because I know I can get that at Michael's. Like, cheap, you know, the cheapest fucking orange yarn. And that'll look very Sally hair-ish, I think. You think? Good song. Tori Amos. Villains? Oh, I love that. All my New York friends are going to a party this year that's, like, Garden of the Gods or something. So it's basically like God themed. And Link is going as Hermes, I believe. And Kevin picked like a Celtic god I cannot remember the name of. Like some sort of like forest god or something like that. It's really cool. So many people have really cool ideas. Dress up as a jar of half-eaten mayo with a spoon in it. What if I got a mayo jar, cleaned it up, cleaned it out, and filled it with like Cool Whip and pretended to just eat a jar of mayonnaise on stream all day for Halloween? Mayo. Not to be confused with Mayo McNasty. Yeah, just like barely like one thing of yellow to make it off-white. Put black olives in a bowl of mayo and pretend it's chocolate chip ice cream. Why are you like this? Why would you? Who are? I can't think about it. I'm gonna vomit. I have to breathe away the lump in my throat. Oh my God, the audacity! Olives are the devil's work. Who hurt you? That is so bad. That's so bad. I like black olives, actually. I like olives. But that together, oh my dear sweet Jesus God. This is so bright. Is this terrible? I just realized that's in our background. It seems bright. Okay. That was not. I've come around to eating black olives. I dig them. When I was a kid, I used to put black olives on each finger, and I always liked them. I don't know, but I completely respect people's dislike of that. Is a combo that is hell. That is hell. That is finger olives, right? I think a lot of us, those of us who don't fucking hate olives, did some sort of finger olives as children, right? Oh my God, wait, Skull. By Greek olive, do you mean Kalmata? I think Kalamata. Black olives, to me personally, don't have a lot of flavor. They're basically the novelty of the object. Kalamata, a good Kalamata olive, though. Ooh. I'll eat all your olives forever, Kozu. I'll eat everyone's olives. If you ever have olives you want to get off your plate, I will take them. Most things in the world that are pickled, I will fucking get down for. Like, I'm into it. Most things that are pickled end up crunchy or don't have a fucked up texture to the point where I can't eat them. I love them. Like, most pickled things. I say most because there's probably been something absolutely horrible that I tried that was pickled and I hated it so much. Amen. I will take all your pickles. I love them. I love vinegar. When I was a kid, I drank a bottle of vinegar. It made me very ill. I puked a lot. Don't drink bottles of vinegar, but man, I enjoyed every sip. Sickening. Sickening. During Thanksgiving? Well, that was interesting. During Thanksgiving, someone always brings a can of black olives for that reason. We still do the finger thing. It's very important to do that. If there's children present especially, finger olives must be passed down. As long as you don't hate them. I would never force olives on someone. Same. Staging pickled stuff? Yeah. They almost always, in my opinion, improve the flavor of a dish. But I love vinegar. Salt and vinny chips. That's what's up. That's what's up. With like a large Diet Coke. Right? Once I had Kalamatas, I was like, these black olives are inferior. So I have olives on pizza. They gotta be Kalamatas. I fucking love them. They just have flavor versus like... Black olives are a weird thing. This is what I learned. There is no actual black olive in the wild. Olives are either like a reddish color, a tannish color, or like an off green, like olive green color. Black olives turn black because of the brine they're in, the canning brine. And something about that is the flavor, and it's kind of just nothing. To me, I know some people hate them, and I'm no disrespect. Like, you hate what you want to hate. But if I'm given like a tray of olives and there's green olives on there and there's like pimento stuffed olives and a blue cheese stuffed olive and a Kalamata olive, like those black olives will go untouched. I just don't see the point to them other than some finger olives with a little niece or something. That's important. This is an interesting song. Pickled onions on a taco or everything. I actually have pickled onions in my fridge that I pickled. And I'm really hoping they're decent on a taco. Like, I'm hoping I don't die from eating my pickled goods. But none of their... I have no bloated cans. It's been months. I have nothing bloated, and that's, like, it. Like, the Kalamata have some talons or something. I think they actually have, like, a natural flavor that hasn't been murdered by the brine they're in. Because, like, black olives have a different texture, too. Like, sometimes they can be mushy. And I just can't quite get down on the moosh. Like, if you put your finger in it to do finger olives, and the olive's like... What happened? What happened to your olive? Do you want to talk about it? Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember the last time I had a sweet pickle, but I think I hated it. I don't think I liked it. Pickled cauliflower, again, blame my dad. Was it gross? I've had like, I think it has a name. I called it the Giardia mix. That's not what it is. It's like Giardiniana. It's spicy pickled veggies and there's cauliflower in that. And it's so crunchy. It's perfect. It's not soft. It's not smooshy. It is crunchy and spicy pickled. Oh, yes. I am a huge fan of that stuff. I used to work in a Lebanese deli when I was young, and I fell in love with Kalamata olives then. I think I fell in love with them in Greece, which is so pretentious to say, but like I was such a sheltered child. My parents are very much like very bland American palate. Like pepper is spicy, onions are spicy in my family. Garlic is a little spicy to them. So like it was like it is crazy if they have Tabasco in the house. So I didn't have sushi or like wasabi or Indian food or any of that until I was like in my mid-20s, late 20s. And when I went to Greece, I was exposed to a lot of these foods, like feta cheese and stuff like that just blew my fucking mind. The Greek salads you can have in Greece with the kinds of olives and stuff that are in them. By the way, I wonder if Till's back from Greece. Till might be back from Greece now. Oh, Ooh, I'm so excited to hear about a trip. But like, it was just mine. The bread, I mean, it's fresh fucking bread and shit. Like, it was probably the most pretentious experience you could have with all those ingredients. But I buy them to this day. I have feta in my fridge, and I'll crumble it up like on a salad or in an omelet or something like that. Or what was the last thing I put it in? Oh, my latest thing is to buy like a frozen pizza, like a cheap Red Baron pizza or something, and then doctor it up and crack eggs on it. I cracked eggs on the pizza, and then I put crumbled feta all over it and then stuck it in the oven and baked it. Fuck. It was so good. And I think I did a balsamic drizzle on it out of the oven. That was a Red Baron pizza, my dudes. It was like $5. It was so good. Do it. So I baked it. I did all that on the frozen pizza, bake it for the recommended time, and then hit it with that broiler just to cook the eggs off, because you can get some wiggly whites on there because the pizza's frozen. So like, you know what I mean? Watch it. Like, that broiler's on it for 15 seconds or less, basically. It's like 15, 30 seconds with the broiler like right up on it, and it hits the eggs and cooks them. And then it kind of browns the feta a little bit. So the feta kind of like gets this like crusted exterior on it, and it's like melty on the inside. Oh my fucking God. But that's all because I went to Greece, and someone was like, get a Greek salad. And I was like, all right. And like a Greek salad in Greece is like a bunch of chopped up tomatoes and cucumbers and basil, if I remember correctly. And they toss that in like an olive oil kind of salt pepper mix. And then you just get like what you buy at the store, a feta. You get that on your salad. And then like a hunk of fucking bread. And you just sit and look at the ocean while you just nom on this like fresh as fuck. Oh my God. I think I have a little bit of a food thing. There have been moments. There have been moments in my life. There have been moments in my life that are so formative that are just like a meal in the right setting. Like that, eating a Greek salad in Mykonos over the ocean. Well, literally, no exaggeration, a pink pelican. I think his name was Petros. My sister will remember. Petros. It's like this tall, just wanders in and out of the tables because it's a local. Greece is a magical place everyone should go. All those damn moments. It didn't eat your food or anything. It left everyone alone. But it was a giant fucking pelican. It was huge. And it was pink. I have pictures of it somewhere. Greece is fucking amazing. I never went, but I've always wanted to do it. Honestly, and I know this sounds trite, I would skip Santorini if any of the islands. Because it is 4 times the price as any of the islands. And it's the same experience. Because Santorini is like picturesque as fuck. It is astronomically more expensive than any of the other islands, Athens included, but it's the exact same shit. It's stunning. Don't get me wrong. Stunning. But like, for instance, Santorini, no beach access. It is an island that just juts straight out of the ocean like this, so there's no beaches or anything. You have to take these buses up a jagged road like this, up the side of a cliff face. It is actually, oh my God, it makes my butt tense to think about. And it was like over 10 years ago. It was crazy. To get to the top of the island. And it's like, it's so touristy that there's not many Greeks there. Like, most of the businesses you run into are owned by Americans or someone of another country or something, because they moved in because it's very, very, very touristy up there, so you can make a lot of money. So what we did is we did Athens first, and then Mykonos, and then Chania, and then Crete, and then Santorini. So we started where there was pearl necklaces, not the cum ones, but like actual pearl necklaces is a thing that Greece is known for, pearls, because it's the ocean. Lots of pearl jewelry, beautiful pearl necklaces and bracelets and shit like that were like pennies on the dollar. You go to Santorini, you'll see these pearl necklaces and shit, but they're at overtly American prices. Same with all the food, all the wine and everything. So once we got to Santorini, we ended up just not going out and not doing any excursions or anything because everything was just so much more expensive. We were like, yuck. So we just went to a really small shop, got a bunch of wine and cheese and sat around our own pool. And that's all we did in Santorini. There wasn't a lot to do there, whereas everything else you go to is going to have like the ruins to see. Like if you go to Mykonos, for instance, you can take a day trip on a ferry to the Isle of Delos, Delos. And that is where the oldest ruins in the world exist. The oldest ruins in the world. Crete has some too. The oldest like fresco or whatever in Though on our planet that we currently know of, the oldest thing is just there, and the only thing that's between you and it is this tiny little rope fence. You just kind of stand there. You could poke it if you were a disrespectful chode, which none of you are. There's a museum of dicks. So you know how, like, historically every single statue has that fucking fig leaf on its cock? That's because the Roman Catholics came through and hammered all the dicks off because they were so sexually repressed. So to cover up the damage, they made pottery leaves and stuck them on because they were like, well, now our statues just look terrible. And years down the road, we excavated all the broken dicks out of the sand as much as we could. And now there's a museum dedicated to them. And you can go see all the broken dicks of every statue from Greece that all the fucking sexually repressed Catholics went through and off. But you won't find any of that on Santorini because it's just resorts. Which kind of sucks. So by the time I did Athens, which is where the Parthenon is and shit, like, holy fuck, you just like wake up every morning to the Parthenon, it's just there, and you can just like walk up to it at any time. It's not like a site you have to pay to get into, it's just like people just exist with the Parthenon. Okay, cool. Insane. And we started there, just like waking up every day to like quarter cappuccinos, like literally the equivalent of an American quarter cappuccinos, and seeing the Parthenon and watching the sunrise. And then we went to Mykonos, which is where all the windmills are. If you've ever seen Greek pictures with windmills, that's where that is. And that's where you take the ferry to the Isle of Delos. And then Hania is where we hiked the gorge of Hania or whatever. That's like 20 kilometers or something crazy like that. And it's stunning and has some of the oldest ruins in the entire world in it as well. And you're hiking in a gorge. And when you get to the bottom of it, you're in this tiny little town where you will have the best calamari and the best harp beer of your, not harp, it's like, oh God, what is it called? It's got a unicorn on it or something, right? A unicorn? Fuck, I don't remember. Best beer of my life. And then, what was it? Crete is where the oldest, I believe, if I remember correctly, the oldest frescoes in the world are. Literally the world, our planet. You can Google this shit. And you can just walk up. You're like feet from this stuff. It is mind-blowing. And it's just there. And they have pictures of like, this is how colorful and how true to form it was. We think back then this is what it is now due to like, saltwater damage and ocean and whatever exposure to the elements. It's all covered now. But it's fascinating, all that shit. And then you get to Santorini and it's like, would you like to spend a lot of money on a drink? It's kind of like, the charm is gone. The charm was just dead there. It was very odd. The calamari was stunning. It was absolutely mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. Tally, my love! I can't wait to hear about your trip. I cannot wait. Are you going to plan a day to talk about it? You just got home. Are you going to talk about a day you know what I'm saying? Are you going to plan a day to talk about it? I'm so excited to hear about your trip. I know that Till got rained on. The beaches are real hard to get to. Yes. I never saw any. Like, they're so hard I never saw any, but I wasn't really into trying at that point. Mythos beer. Me. Does it have a fucking unicorn on it? Is that what it was? Or a Pegasus? Mythos beer. I had that and calamari at the bottom of that gorge, and it was the best meal of one of the best meals of my life. Formative meal. I remember that beer. It was delicious. And yet we have Rocky Mountain oysters instead, which aren't oysters at all. You know what? At least we're using every part of the animal. I'm so sorry. Heck, walk into those peaches. Get there by boat. Amen. Yeah. Yep, absolutely. Yep, I feel like a proud dad. Thank you. This was years ago, too. Have you ever had a Mac and Jack's? I could tell you my favorite beers off the top of my head from around the world. Mythos is definitely one of them. Mac and Jack's, which has like a lion, I believe, on it. Mac and Jack's, or is it Mac and Jack's? Mac and Jack's. Boundary Bay Brewery's Scotch Ale. It's one of the best beers I've ever had in my entire life. And then actually at this con, there was a Japanese lager called like Harlem, I think. Something like that I saw a couple places that I sipped on that was quite tasty. My stomach turned when I drank it, but I could still recognize it tasted good. That was a pretty decent beer. Waste not, want not, exactly. Heck, walking to those beaches, dude, it's treacherous. You would die. Most of the statues were painted too, but it wore off forever ago, yes. I wonder if we can find Elon's broken dick in there. I hope someone throws it into the ocean like that blue gem. Ugh. Need not be recovered. Harland, yes! You're a wealth of beer knowledge. I believe, yes. Harlan Rice Lager, yeah. It was very tasty. I've been drinking a lot of local craft beers in Crete. Favorite is Charma. Was it Karma or Charma? I love that. I didn't know, I didn't know much about beer. I was a lot, this was over 10 years ago, I think. I think I went to Greece literally the year I started streaming. So it was exactly 10 years ago now that I've been in Greece, which is insane. I gotta go back. That's wild. It's been too long. It's literally, because 2015 is when I started. That's insane. It's a San Diego brewery. Oh, I love that. So we were having a local beer too. I love when we can support local. That makes me happy. I didn't even know that. I was just sipping on a beer I could taste. I've been drinking a lot of local. I didn't know a lot about beers or the fact that there was like local microbreweries and stuff to even look for that in different countries. Otherwise, I totally would. We'd usually look for whatever the locals were drinking, and it was Mythos. That's what the locals seem to be drinking everywhere. Harma. Oh, I love that. Mount Tongariro to the left, Mount Ruapehu to the right. Is that a song, like a dirty song? Oh, no, what are my trip memories? It sounds like, I got a on my left and a on my right. All my trip memories is eating sticky toffee pudding, sat next to the coal fire, overlooking Mount Doom, Mount Ngauruhoe in New Zealand. A surreal, so beautiful. So surreal, so beautiful. I love that. That reminds me of another one. I love this. We can keep talking about these. Another formative. It doesn't always have to do with the meal, man. But this was a good one. It was when I was in New York this past winter. I was sitting in my window, like it was like a bay window overlooking the streets of Little Dominican Republic, and like I get visceral like chills down my spine thinking about it. I was sitting there eating a chopped cheese at like 1 a.m. from a local little hole in the wall that we found, and it was snow. It started to snow, and it was like, I think it was right after Christmas, right? Yeah, it was right after Christmas. So it was like post-holiday. So like holiday stuff was still up outside, like some lights and stuff, and it started to snow, and it was just like the sounds of the city, like the sirens and stuff like that, and sounds of people still going outside, and just sitting in that bay window eating a chopped cheese with like a Diet Dr. Pepper was like, that is gonna stick. I want to paint that moment. Like if I could somehow recreate that and paint that moment was it was a mood. It was very visceral. I've had a few meals like that in my life where you're just like, nothing can be better than what is happening and how I am eating this and where I'm eating this. And it's like the atmosphere fit the meal and like everything happened and the snowflakes started to fall. And I just sat there like, oh my God, the snow is falling. It was sick. It was really good. I know. I feel like I talk about chopped cheese a lot, but it's one of the most simple, beautiful foods in my opinion. I love a good chopped cheese. I was planning on cooking Greek favorites and chatting about the trip. I was literally talking about Greek salad till I don't know if you came in right when I started talking about you or not, but I was literally talking about Greek salads, like having my first Greek salad, which I think is where I had my first Kalamata olive in Mykonos, sitting and looking at that sunset behind the windmills. And just having this hunk of bread, I don't even know what kind of bread it was, some sort of bread, but they put that entire fucking chunk of the feta on it, and the feta's kind of warm because it's like fresh feta. No, it is not. If you don't know what a chopped cheese is, oh my God. So correct me if I'm wrong. A chopped cheese is a type of like, they basically take like a frozen patty of beef mince and throw it on a griddle, like a big old griddle with like a bunch of onions sometimes and mushrooms, but usually not. And they use like these two giant metal spatulas to chop it while it cooks. Chop it. And then they usually throw like American cheese on there, provolone, cheese whiz, depending regionally where you're from and what you want. They throw some kind of cheese on there and chop the cheese into the beef so it gets like amalgamated in. And then they throw it on some sort of deli roll. And then they wrap it in tinfoil really fast so it like, there's no wetness. It's not soggy. It's like almost the perfect sandwich. It looks like a cheesesteak, but it is fundamentally a little bit different in my opinion. It's a chopped cheese is phenomenal and it's cheap, like $3.99 or something. I think we got them for $5 or whatever, wherever we found them. Just like 2 foot long chopped cheese rolled in it. like in some sort of Kaiser roll amalgamation. It was a long, like a hoagie or something like that, but it was like, tasted like a Kaiser roll. It had like the same kind of texture on it. It's just something that's just good. It's simple and it's good, and they never drown. They're not going to sit there and drown it in a sauce or something if you don't want it. It's just the chopped cheese. But it's chopped beef and cheese. Like, I think that's literally fundamentally what it is. And then if you get into like Philly territory, that's where you get like peppers, hots, right? Which is like peppers and onions and stuff. Oh my God, Midgard. It's hard to find all over in the US, honestly. I found one place around me that does it. I don't remember what it's called now. There's a place around me literally called Taste of Philly that does a decent Philly. It's not perfect, but they'll do Cheese Whiz, which is historically what I've grew up eating and I know you're gonna go gross. That's historically what half the people eat in Phillies eat it with is Cheese Whiz. Cheese Whiz or provolone is what I've found. Some do American, but that's usually what it melts onto the hot beef. It's not, shut up. But regionally it's just different, I think. I don't know. You could call it a cheesesteak, but if someone knows what a chopped cheese is, they'll judge you. And they'd probably be like, you're making it too simple. And I'd be like, you're right. I'm sorry. It's phenomenal. Yeah, outside of the East Coast, though, they're actual chopped cheese. You might find a chopped cheese somewhere outside of the East Coast, but they won't call it a chopped cheese. It'll be called something else. I don't know why. It's interesting. And like regionally, like a lot of the things you'll find around Colorado, for instance, your chopped cheese are going to have green chili on it. Or green chilies chopped into it because we have a massive Mexican population and Mexican influence, which, in my opinion, for the better, make everything taste better because the chilies aren't spicy or anything like that. It just adds like a delicious vegetable and texture and moisture to a lot of things, I think, in my opinion. I love the green chilies, like Hatch chilies and shit like that, I think are really, really good. Hatch chilies! You know exactly what I was talking about, dude. Hatch chilies are the shit. I love that they're added on almost everything around me, but you can find some legit stuff and you can ask for them to leave it off. Getting judgy with food. I know. I just hope people enjoy food when they eat it. That's it. We were rolling back in from our grocery shopping. Did a good job leaving nothing left. We did the same. So but honestly, it was so nice. I was so tired last night. Like from the weekend, and my stomach was so fucked up that last night for dinner, we just got McDonald's and sat and watched, I was so decisive last night, which is crazy. I was like, I need to just like have a picnic in bed and like eat my dinner and then cuddle my dogs and watch Kung Fu Hustle. And that's what I did. And it was magical. That movie is great. Every time I watch it, it's a little soul fulfilling. My local Aldi is carrying Amoroso rolls. That's the legit rolls they use for Phillies. Is that what they're called? Yum. Oh, I'd have to look for those. I don't know if I've found one of my favorite like sandwich rolls or hoagie rolls that I found in most places I've lived now because I think it's just like a fad and it's popular. Oh my God, Mag found the link for chopped cheese. Is pretzel. I love a pretzel roll. Pretzel roll or pretzel dough, like a pretzel roll for a sandwich, like a burger or something. But I also really like it as a hoagie, like a pretzel roll hoagie. It's like dank. I really dig it. I don't know. I'm a big fan. There's something about pretzel dough, like well-made pretzel dough, whether it's a bun or whatever. It's got like a snap that is just phenomenal. I love it so much. Chopped cheese, also known as the chopped cheese. Oh, so it's my accent makes me just leave words off. So did you hear what I said? The chopped cheese, also known as the chopped cheese. Those were two different words I said. Did anybody hear the difference? I'm tired. The chopped cheese and the chop cheese is a type of sandwich originating from New York City, found in bodegas around Manhattan, Brooklyn, and the Bronx and Queens. It is made on a grill with ground beef, typically pre-formed ground beef patties. I thought it was patties. Onions, adobo, or other seasonings, and cheese, all of which are chopped together on the grill as the meat and onions cook and the cheese melts. It's served with lettuce, tomatoes, and condiments. I never get it with the vegetables. Is that normal to get the chopped cheese with vegetables? I don't do that. The peppers and onions are okay, but the cold veggies, I don't do that. Ciabattas are the fuck. I love breakfast sandwiches on a ciabatta. That's kind of... This is a fun song. Paper Trails? Okay. Are we discussing chopped cheese, the best sandwich ever? Yeah. We're talking formative, like not formative, what's the word? Like formative memory meals. So like not necessarily like the best meal you've ever had in your entire life, not necessarily like the best atmosphere, the most expensive restaurant or the Michelin star, but like meal slash atmosphere slash that amalgamation that's perfect. And mine was this past winter when we were in New York visiting friends. We were staying in Little Dominican Republic, and I was sitting in my bay window, and it was like 1 a.m. and the city was totally dark, but it was like 3 days after Christmas or something. So lights were still up and stuff, and the snow started to fall, and I had a fucking chopped cheese from around the corner. I had just walked to get it, so I was fucking freezing cold. It was frigid. Fucking frigid. I just walked to go get it, and I got back, and it was still hot, wrapped in its tinfoil, and I did like the peel around it and just sat in my bay window, and the snow started to fall, and there was like the city sounds, sirens and shit like that, and that it was so good. But I started getting like people asked what a chopped cheese was, and I was like, oh, please let me share with you the delight that is a chopped cheese. But this Wikipedia says there's veggies and shit on it. I never got veggies on my chopped cheese, not the cold ones. I never got lettuce and tomato. Maybe I don't think I got lettuce and tomato on chopped cheese. I definitely didn't when I was in New York last time. It's the best city for Christmas, in my personal opinion. My mom this Christmas is going with a group of her friends to go to the German markets in, is it Munich? They're apparently like legendary, like Christmas markets in Munich, Germany. Her and her friends are going to go this Christmas. She's really excited, and she's going to be my judge because from like New York is the place to do Christmas. If you love Christmas, that's the city you need to be in. That is the Christmas city. But I've heard Germany is pretty fucking into Christmas, so I'm excited to see what she says. I'd think about tomato depending. Like, store-bought tomatoes are such shit. I didn't have my first chopped cheese until like 40. Oh. Okay, but that's, yeah, if you didn't grow up in the area, that's like not having, for me, I didn't have my first slice of pizza in my memory that was worth a memory until I was 12, which was the first time I got to go to New York and visit my family. And they just took us to a very casual local place. I have no idea. I want to say it was called like Oblio's or something. I remember the title of the restaurant had O. It started with an O, but that pizza changed my life. And I was like, oh, that's pizza. Because before that, and I hate to say it, I was the notorious middle child that was like, I don't like pizza. When the whole family was like, we're going to Papa Murphy's or we're going to Domino's or Godfather's, I'd be like, I don't like pizza. This is gross. It's like saucy, wet bread with too much shit on it, and it's heavy and weird, and I hate it. And then I had that pizza, and I was like, oh, fuck, I don't hate pizza. I just hate that. What the fuck? That's saucy, wet, heavy. And now there's like, the world has changed. Obviously, I'm older. There's good pizza all over the place. Like, there are places that have managed to make some pretty decent pizzas, in my opinion, all over the place. But New York still is kind of, I don't know what it is. The pizza and the bagels are better. They're snappy. It's got to be the water. I don't know. They say it's the water. I'm going to believe them. It's seriously like, no shit. It's so gross. I don't want to gross anyone out. Like, the last time I ever ate a calzone, it was the last time because it was raw. The inside, I was like cutting into it, and I thought it was a mozzarella pull. It was a raw dough pull, and I put that fucking in my mouth. I think that's the last time I trusted a big bite of food in my entire life, because I was like, I'm never committing to a bite of food like that ever again, because oh my God, the sheer amount of will, the force of will to swallow that so I didn't spit food out in public because I was raised that is wrong. I used every ounce of will I had left on that day. And I have never, to this day, I take microbites of food. I've never trusted a big bite of food ever since. Because fuck that shit. Ugh. Disgusting. Water affects so much of our food, very much so. I think coastal water is better for some reason. I think they have a filtration process because of the salt interference or something. I don't know what it is. Exactly, I just hated bad pizza. I was 50 before I tried banh mi pork roll. Honestly, same. I mean, there's been, what was it? I was like 30, I think, when I tried poke. Do you say it poke? It's like the Hawaiian raw fish kind of bowl. Changed my life. Ceviche, same. Because in my house, we grew up on a lake. You don't eat lake fish raw. Oh my God, that's how you get a parasite and die. So like the idea of raw fish where I grew up was just asinine. I didn't even really conceptualize sushi until I was an adult. And then I saw sushi and I was like, oh my God, it's real. It's not just in Ghibli movies. Blew my mind. Prince Street Pizza, dude, good pizza is so rare. I've heard of those. I know Leavenworth has some stuff like that. Leavenworth has some pretty legit food. It's pretty crazy how, like, I grew up going to Leavenworth every single year, every Christmas with my family. And then when I went to Germany, like, I didn't go to Germany during Christmas. I went to Germany during Oktoberfest. But, like, the little tiny town I stayed in the countryside of Germany, Greinau, I'm pronouncing it terribly. It was, like, on the border of Germany and France. Greinau, I believe, is what it was called. People barely spoke any English whatsoever. It, and I mean this respectfully, looked exactly like Leavenworth. Exactly. Or Leavenworth looks exactly like this tiny town. Like the banisters down to the exact red and white flowers that grow on every single balcony, and I can't remember what they're called. Exactly. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, they did it. Like the cellar restaurants that are in Leavenworth, they have them in this town as well. I was like, wow. They did a good job. Leavenworth did a good job. It is wild. Wild. There's a Krampus parade in Baltimore every year. You must go if you're nearby. It's phenomenal. They'll spank you if you ask. You do not eat lake fish raw. You will get parasites, please. Or brackish fish, such as salmon. The salmon that is being eaten in sushi restaurants and whatnot has been flash frozen to kill bacteria and parasites living in it. Don't do that in the wild, please, God. Please, God. Like, yeah, there's a chance you won't get a parasite. Big chance you will. Please don't do that. No shit, there's a bunch of New York style pizza places that outside that import water for making them. I believe it. There is, and then I'm not like, I have family from Queens, but I don't consider myself a New Yorker by any means, and I'm pretentious about that pizza. Like when people want to get pizza outside of it, like I'm not gonna say it, but I'm thinking it, like, yeah, we'll get pizza. I hate being a texture eater. I'm skeptical of all first bites, but I always try new things. Same. I'm the same. I've just, like, I mean, I know you're the same, Vis, but, like, I just don't surround myself with people that are going to give me a hard time if I'm like, I'm not going to try that because it looks squishy. Because I definitely was raised around the people that be like, try it. Why won't you try it? Try my food. Try it. I promise. It's not as bad as you think. Try it. Try it. Do it. Try it. And I'm like, no. Leave me alone. Yeah. I think there's nothing wrong with being a texture eater. It sucks, but we've all got weirdness to us. We've all got a food weirdness. And literally, in my opinion, I have an example of it. In my personal opinion, the people who you should keep around you respect your food weirdness. And an example, when I visited Beth and Max back in September or whatever, we got chicken burgers from, I think it was from Wendy's or something like that. And I asked very nicely and timidly because we're all afraid, right? We're all afraid because people always be like, why? Why do you not like that ingredient? What's wrong with you? I love that ingredient. Blah, 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 blah. I was like, can I please get one without mayonnaise? Like everybody in the house just got a spicy chicken burger. And I was like, I don't want to be a burden, but like, please no mayonnaise. And literally the amount of times I heard Beth say that to Max, like, no mayo on that one. No mayo on that one. I was like, it's nice to be around people that don't make you feel weird for being a texture eater. And I try to be that person in the world. I think you should try to be that person. You in the grander scheme, me in the grander scheme. We shouldn't make people feel weird about not enjoying white Jell-O on their sandwich. It was nice. Versus being around people that, you know, why don't you like it? It's so weird that you don't like it. Like, why does it matter to you what I eat? Stop. Cheers. Cheers to weird foodness. There's nothing wrong. See down, have you seen those it's Instagram like short form memes? I don't know how these algorithms come across my feed, but they're so fitting in that it's like people sitting there eating a sandwich and the text over their face is like, the moment chicken suddenly tastes like chicken. And they're like, num 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 num. And they might go back for one last bite just to like double check and it's like, oh fuck. chose chicken. It's that moment hyperfixation food gets ruined. We've all lived it. I know I'm the person, if a piece of gristle hits my mouth, I'm like, well, I guess I can't eat meat for the next 6 months without puking. Feel good. Yeah. It's so relatable. I've seen so many of these memes. I call them a meme. I don't know what you call, like, when it's a video meme, where it's someone, like, actively eating, but it's that text over them where you're so relatable. So relatable. Eggs. Eggs 100%. Eggs. Oh my God, the moment eggs have egg texture. For me, it makes my teeth hurt just thinking about it. It's when there's an eggshell in the eggs. And now I can't eat eggs for like a year. Because they... I love eggs. Eggs, like a runny, over easy or I just no runny yet whites. I don't want any runny whites on an egg whatsoever, but like a runny yolk egg was the thing I like wet dreamed about when I was a vegan. The only thing. I didn't miss meat. Smelling bacon was always like, oh, but like I didn't dream about bacon. I didn't dream about steak. I had actual dreams about just busting a runny yolk and like wiping it up with good toast. Silly dreams. That was something I missed a lot. It's a lot easier to see a broken like shell or something though in a fried egg versus in like a scrambled egg or something. Eggs are my safe food. Am I a psychopath? Not at all. Bless you. Don't overdo it. Whatever you do, like the moment you don't need a safe food anymore, break away from it, because there is a moment where your body will be like, remember how these are eggs? And you go, oh God, no. God damn it. Fuck! And now you just, like, you've remembered what eggs are and you can't eat them for 6 months. I do this with, like, I'm looking through Instagram when I'm bored or something, or, like, going to sleep at night, and I suddenly run across all these videos of adorable baby cows that have been rescued, and I'm like, well, guess I can't eat beef anymore. 6 months later, I'm like, all right, I forgot the baby cow. Give me a steak. I love eggs. I have chickens, but they get me sometimes. I grew up with chickens and eggs. They 100% get me sometimes. I totally get it. There's crunch that's not supposed to be, and it's like chop. All right. Oh, sweet dickening. You've got red on you. I do. One thing that's annoying about this shirt, it keeps rolling up at the bottom. I'm not a fan of rolly edges. How do you make a shirt stop rolling up at the bottom? I eat eggs every day. I buy them in bulk from the Costco. I'm terrified every day that I'll wake up and my brain will deem them grotesque. Jade, I really pray to fuck it doesn't happen to you, but that's exactly what you just know I did it when I was a kid with Hot Pockets. I became like attached to Hot Pockets as like a safe food. Like no matter what, I can eat a Hot Pocket and it's fine. And then one day the texture of the Hot Pocket got me and I was like, that's different. And I couldn't finish it. And I was done. And that was it. I was done with Hot Pockets. I've had them since, don't worry, but like the hyperfixation. I think I did the same with bagels and cream cheese. Bagels and cream cheese were the most like a perfectly toasted bagel with cream cheese on it from home was perfect. And I used to have it like as a snack every single day. And then one day the texture of the cream cheese hit me and I was like, well, that's creamy. And I had to stop. I had to give it up for a very long time. I don't know. Brains are stupid. Stupid brain. Eggs are one of the few foods I do not wish to make love to. Really? Oh, dude, I fucking love eggs. I love eggs with cheese. Oh, my God. I love them. Oh, Jade, I completely relate. I mean, I think a lot of us here do. I think a lot of people, like, are on a spectrum of food pickiness or whatever and don't even realize it because it's just easier to manipulate the world to what they need and what they like, what doesn't make them feel poopy, if that makes sense. Versus where Like, I know, like, I never talked about this stuff till I had friends who had the same weird foodness, because my family would just be like, get over it. Eat what your mother cooked. And it was like, okay, I gotta eat it. I'm not gonna say no, because otherwise I'll starve. Dude, one of my favorite omelets is a Denver omelet, ironically, which I think is ham, peppers, and onions, and cheese. That's a good fucking omelet. I'm sorry, I'm so into it. Food. Want to do some runs of Hades? Cheese triggers the same chemical reaction that cocaine does. Like in my brain. I mean, technically, so do orgasms. That's just serotonin and dopamine. So, like, yeah. You can make it really weird and be like, you know, the same chemicals go off in your brain when you pet a puppy as when you masturbate? We don't have to make it weird, though. We all have choices. Wrong keyboard. Right keyboard? Are you just not typing? Oh, there we go. We're fine. Oh my God, Stajan. So one of the first foods I had after I was done being sick, not to get graphic, it's one of my safe foods, grilled cheese. And I went to this place where all I can figure out what they did was they sprinkled a bunch of shredded cheese in a pan and let it melt, and then they rolled the piece of bread in it. So every side of the bread was covered in the perfect crispy edges of fried cheese. And then they put those two pieces together and gave them a... my brain was like, how do I recreate this? Because, oh my fucking God, it was so good. Jesus Christ, it was delicious. When I make garlic cheese bread, I fry parm on the outside. That's the kind of sin I need in my life. Sinning is winning. Do you know what I'm saying? Because the one thing that I knew could turn my stomach is soft. And sometimes in the middle of the grilled cheese, the raw bread and the soft, and then the mayonnaise or whatever you use to fry it in can get gooey. And I was like, oh God, it was perfect because every inch of it was just crispy cheese. The inside, it was so, I'm getting a little worked up. It was so good. So good. It was phenomenal. I'm sure I've had a foodgasm moment in the world. Not recently, because sick, but I'm sure I have. I've eaten some phenomenal food in the world. That's literally how you make it? Fuck yes. Happy chemicals in my brain in this economy at this time of year. The fucking, this is the thing. It's like I've come off of a trip, if you think about it. For those of us that thrive in the sun, I just came off of being in the sun 24/7, for 4 days straight. I laid out in a bikini. I have tan lines. I don't know if they come up on stream. I definitely have some defined tan lines. I was sick by a pool. So I'm high on vitamin D and all the serotonin of getting to see all my people and hang out with my mods and my best friends in the whole world. And you're kind of just seeing a crackhead right now coming down off of it. You know what I'm saying? Jade, it was so perfect. I don't even know what temperature it was every day, but it was so perfect and the wind was so perfect that I could just lay out in it. And it was I was never too hot. I was never too cold, which was amazing. Because when you're sick, you already can't control, your body temperature is going all over the place. So it was every time I felt kind of hot, suddenly this delicate breeze would go across my skin. And I would just be like, oh, thank fuck. It was exactly what my body needed while being sick. It just sucked that it was at the time of the con. But goddamn, it was stunning. It was so beautiful out. What up, Berserker? How are you, love? Dude, Stajan, it's so worth it. Make yourself a grilled cheese. I think everybody deserves a grilled cheese. Happy 420. and cheers. Dude, I think I got a tan roll. That's what we're gonna call it. I think I have a tan line in my tummy roll. Hold on. Yeah, look. I sat in a chair like that. Thrive on my tan roll. Amazing. I knew I had it. I looked at it when I was in the sun and I'm like, because I was in a chair but like a little bent forward, so just that one bend at my belly button gave me this white stripe in the middle, and I was like, oh good. There's my abdominal, singular, not plural. But I definitely feel a little bit like coming off the drugs, the drug that is the sunlight. I highly suggest taking an exposure trip to some sunlight or getting a sun lamp this time of year, because it definitely did a lot for my mood. Oh my God, it is kind of my, well, no, it's nowhere near my vagina. I have a tan line down there too. Laying by the pool in that weather was quite nice, and the sun was healing. The only thing I hate is it brought back my weird, whatever that is. I can't remember what it's called anymore, but the opposite of vitiligo. The other way. I have dark spots. Take your vitamin D. Yeah, I got a little farmer's tan from all the walking in the sun. I think I got kind of a weird tan from that too, but this arm is probably significantly darker than this one because I fucking drenched this in sunscreen every day, even though I wore little hoodies. Like, I wore crop top hoodies because it was hot out, but I needed to protect my brand new fucking tattoo, so I just coated this fucker in sunscreen every single day and then put on a hoodie to protect it. So this arm is probably significantly less than this arm, probably. It's beautiful. There's lots of places with the sun that aren't as expensive as San Diego, though. That I will say that. I'm sure we could find some pretty dank places in Southern California. Pods, my love! We were talking about you earlier. Were your ears burning? I was talking about how much it was fun to see you and how much I love you. I hope you're doing well, and I hope your travel was safe and whatnot. My game needed to restart itself, and now it's being silly. Don't be a silly pants. There we go. So I must save it here. We must save it here. I feel like I'm gonna burp, and there's a hair on my fucking mouth. We beat Chronos for the first time. That's quite the achievement, and we're back to normal. So we'll be back tomorrow, and we'll have a Faded Friday, and hopefully fucking I can come up with something to do for Halloween. Some sort of costume that's not like insanely hard to come up with and hard to pull off, but like easily translatable as to like what it is. But I want to try to avoid just like buying. Yeah. Like buying a costume. I don't know. Alka's live, so we're gonna go raid Alchemy, one of my favorite people in the whole world. TwitchCon was great, but you guys are better always. TwitchCon involved some of you, so that's a caveat, but you know what I mean. Tomorrow I'll show you more of the cool shit people gave me, because people gave me some pretty cool gifts. But in the meantime, I'm gonna play some Halloween movies on our Discord. Please join us, and I love you, and bye.